Yo, Ricky, what's up, man? Sorry, dude, traffic was crazy.
Hey, Tyler, what's up, man?
Why do you have headphones in at the bar, dude?
Well, you see, I've been listening to this podcast called Zero Idea.
Just Zero Idea?
Yeah, just Zero Idea.
That's cool, man. Can you take out the other headphone?
Oh, yes. Sorry, dude.
Cool. So, like, what's it about?
You know, that's a good question. Very valid question. You see, like, it's about, like, if you could beat up Holly Hope, or if...
hold up.
Bamboo LED.
You beat up Holly Hope?
Yeah. If she was, like, in your basement, and it was life or death, and, like, only one of you could go up the stairs, like, could you do it?
No, she would be going up the stairs in good health and without a loss of breath.
But you're pretty big, dude. You're in good shape. Ricky. Shut up.
No, it's impossible.
Shut up. They're here. Look, there they are. Yes.
Those guys?
Over here.
It's like a short guy and a thick guy and a good-looking guy.
Oh, here he comes.
Yo, Ricky, what's up, dude?
Hey, dude, dabs.
Hey, man. That was cool. So we just finished eating, and we're about to do the show back at my place. So
No way.
Since you've been listening so much, we were wondering if you wanted to come hang out and see the show and live.
Of course. Let's go.
Okay, man. Well, let's go. Come on. Dude, are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. Traffic, Tyler. Traffic. See?
Holly Holm would kick your ass. I'm sorry. Come back. What's up, guys? We are live again. This is the Zero Idea Podcast with Miller.
The thick guy.
And Jake.
I couldn't think of another way to describe
You
it.
could have just said like chubby or chunky
Thick,
or
man.
fat.
Thick is nice.
Thick is nice when you're like thinking of like women.
I guess. I don't know.
The thick guy.
I had to think of something quick. I was like, thick guy. That's good. And a special guest today is Wes Rice.
What's up, boys?
What's going on,
Some
Wes?
whiskey. He brought some
Welcome to the
whiskey
show.
for us today.
Yeah, I don't understand. Where did this come from? I've never heard of Melky. Where did you say?
Vinos.
Oh, well, see, you asshole. I was thinking about
it's
looking
a
at
Maryland whiskey, Melky Miller. It sounds like possibly an African American whiskey. Just listening to the name.
Okay, Jake's back. Well, either way.
Dunk in 6th grade.
Oh, absolutely.
Old Melky?
Yeah.
Was he friend with Mookie? Mookie Blaylock.
Melky Betts.
So anyways, let's talk about what happened this week. I think Brent has some serious issue happen on the road.
Oh, no, man. It wasn't a serious issue or anything. Minor car wrecks are the worst. Like, if you're going to hit me, make it worth my time and effort.
Super inconvenient.
Right. Yeah, don't inconvenience me. If you're going to hit me, I want to roll out of the car and be like, you better call Trooper 7 and get me out of here.
Take off
My
work.
neck's broken. No.
Brent had the 2-inch snowfall of car accident.
Yeah. No.
I haven't heard the story.
Well, no. So I had to go down to PAX and get my ID replaced since I lost my stupid wallet. And this dude didn't check his blind spot, just turned right into me. Just dented my door, dented the quarter panel, just enough to ruin your Monday and drive around with it.
He probably was on the phone.
Oh, he 100% was. I'm not going to say his name, but he was a staff sergeant, and he shot straight. He took fault for it, so thank you to that guy.
Wow, what a dummy. You never admit fault.
Oh, he did. He did. And I didn't even call the cops. There was no report. He could have been like, nope. He turned into me.
How many accidents have you been in?
That's the first car accident I've been in since I was 16.
You?
You know, I was in a bus accident.
Oh,
where
my
Someone
God.
died.
Jesus.
Yeah, well, elevated that real quick.
Collision. How about that? Head-on collision, Golden Beach Road. The lady we hit.
Oh, Golden Beach strikes again. That place
make it.
sucks.
I remember when that happened too.
It was scary.
Somehow, like
I was fine.
without the internet, like the news traveled so quickly, and somehow I heard about it.
That was legit. It was on the, not national news, but it was on the DC news. I mean, it was a head-on collision where a bunch of kids were hurt.
Yeah.
Matt, my brother, was pretty jacked up.
Yeah, he
How
broke
long
his-
ago
they break-
was that? I don't remember
we were-
anything.
We were in eighth, seventh, or
Mike
eighth.
was around. It was 7th or 8th grade.
And you were still in, yeah.
Oh, so that was your Baptist school bus?
Yeah.
Was it a real bus?
Oh, yeah.
It was a new bus.
Well, was it like a refurbished like prison bus that they painted like white and like
we had those. But
hand painted a cross on the side?
Bus 26, brand new. Mrs. Pease was driving.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Not her fault at all.
Nope.
Nope.
But
The lady came over she like had a heart attack or something, right?
it's
Rest in peace, lady.
Rip.
nobody really knows, but whatever it was enough to avoid like paying any money to anybody.
And you know what? It's crazy because like on buses like don't have seatbelts, so it's like if you get hit head on, like ooh, you're going right into that
the
seat.
yellow part of the bus was about a foot or two shifted forward on the frame. When I went to get our book bags out of it with Mr. Dorsey. Yeah, mess.
God, do you remember how shitty school bus? It's like, God
Terrible.
forbid you got the seat with the wheel well, and your knees were in your chin,
Get in an accident, like,
or the seat that had the heater underneath of it. You were
yeah.
screwed.
oh yeah,
Awful. Jesus.
oh yeah.
And it's 2020. Why do they not have seatbelts? It's like, it's big. They don't need seatbelts.
I don't know.
I don't think they do.
Are you serious?
We got in a head-on collision. That was fine.
They just need to make cars more like buses.
Just slightly bruised and broken.
Yeah, bruise.
big seats in.
Silly.
Ba-dum-tsh.
Wes, you been in like crazy car accidents or anything?
Nah.
No, nothing.
I put one in a ditch. But it was,
Yeah, but how many beers did you put in yourself before you put it in the ditch?
I was like 16 then.
Oh
No.
God! Right away. I fell
was a
asleep
cute
once.
deer.
I fell asleep once and like went off the road and went in between two trees. I woke up and was just like looked like a strobe light. It was like because it was dark out, and then I went in between two trees, didn't hit them, and I just said that I tried to miss a deer. I told them that.
That's a classic.
I'm saying that's
Yeah,
a classic
dude.
excuse.
Oh, I was so tired. I didn't have anywhere to sleep. I was like, I slept in Tonio's driveway because he like locked the doors and forgot that I asked him if I could sleep over, and because I really didn't have any place to stay. So I slept like 2 hours and then fell asleep on the way to work. Pretty valid, I think.
Shoo. It's ridiculous. And I think, I mean, everybody's been talking about it for a week, but we do have to recognize the elephant in the room of Kobe Bryant's death. We have to at least mention it. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on it.
Yeah, was going to.
I will say this, that I have heard like both sides of the coin or whatever, where people are like, you know, it's Kobe Bryant. He's world renowned. He, you know, inspired a whole generation.
He's gonna say it.
No, I am going to say it. But, and then there's the other side of the coin where it's like, you know, cops get killed every day, firefighters get killed every day.
Yeah.
And I understand that. I do. And normally I would be like, yeah, you're effing right. You know what? If I died, you know, Kobe Bryant wouldn't give a shit about me. But then again, there's the whole inspiration thing.
Yeah, inspired a lot of people.
Everybody
Yeah.
5 years younger than us and younger, that's their Jordan.
Yeah.
That is their Jordan.
That was my Jordan. I mean, I saw Jordan when I was young,
Yeah.
but like caught the
Yeah, but-
tail end. But like Kobe was my whole life.
Yeah, but we got like Wizards
watching
Jordan when we
basketball.
were in our prime.
Yeah.
I actually
Wearing the
said
4-5.
That's our Jordan. And
Yeah.
Matt said, Jordan was my Jordan. Corrected me right away. And I was like, oh, all right, my bad.
It just proves how touchable everybody really is.
Yeah.
By death. And
But
it's,
that's a weird thing what Brent was saying.
what's that?
Everyone immediately starts posting on Facebook of a crash that happened in 2005 where 30
Right.
soldiers were killed. And
Yeah, we-
weights it to Kobe. It's different.
Yes.
It is different.
When you're in the military, part of being in the military is understanding that you will not be necessarily rewarded for dying
Right.
publicly.
They don't do it for that.
They don't do it for that. They
No,
don't
yeah.
need that. They don't
Nobody
require
signs
that.
up for the military going, I'm going to be a goddamn superhero and come home to a ticker tape parade.
Yep. And
Kobe
I actually
died. It's a tragedy.
we actually got in an
Yes.
argument with the guy because he's basically like, that guy's not a legend. This guy's a legend. And this guy was like, it was a cop that had gotten shot.
And yes,
and
that-
was in critical condition. He's a hero.
Yes.
He's he's someone he's courageous. He's selfless. That's
Right.
what that is.
But
Kobe
you're
is
also
a-
allowed to look up to Kobe Bryant,
Kobe
for Christ's
is
sake.
a legend.
Yes.
The definition of legend is someone that is renowned, someone that's well known.
Right.
I think it's comparable to would any accident of an NBA player or an athlete, would they all be that newsworthy? No.
No.
There's some guys riding the bench that we wouldn't know who he was if they put the
Right.
story out.
Yep.
And that's the same situation with the military. I mean, it's just the way it is.
It
When
is.
Chris Kyle died, it was massive.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Well, he was a legend.
Cowboys Stadium was packed.
He was a
for his
legend,
funeral.
though.
Exactly. That's
Exactly.
like Kobe in military form.
That's a good
you know
point.
what I'm saying?
Just don't tell Jesse Ventura.
Yeah.
So how did you
Cut his
feel, Mike?
throat.
Well, I actually went
with the Navy SEALs.
I went to work to work on the podcast stuff, editing and whatnot, and I actually heard from Antonio texting us, and yeah, I definitely cried like right away, instantly, just because of I don't know. I grew up watching that guy, seen him a lot, saw his not his first game, but I remember watching him when I was very little play for the Lakers, even when he wasn't even that tight. And then when he had Shaq, and then when they won all those championships, saw every single one of those. I saw him retire, I watched that whole game, watched him score all those points. That was a special game. I don't care if they let him shoot or what. You still got to make him. It was an amazing game.
No, you're right. And Cal Ripken's last All-Star game, they laced him fast.
Still got to do it.
Exactly. Let the legends be legends.
And it was that game was sad to me. That game was sad. He was just retiring.
Right.
So when I heard this,
That's what
I'm
Mike's saying though. Like you can serve it up, but Cal still had to.
yeah.
They weren't serving nothing up to Cal. He
Right.
ripped those balls.
Oh,
out.
Right.
Homer McFanboy over here.
But yeah, I'm not ashamed to say that actually hit me hard. And I've always made fun of people for like kind of crying over like a celebrity dying or something, and that kind of changed that day just because I knew how much that guy meant to me. And
Because there's a difference between celebrity and inspirational
Sure.
figure.
Yeah.
I mean,
He was
put aside what happened in Colorado.
Sure.
What may not have happened.
Sure.
But I
She
mean,
did show up with evidence of another man's semen on her underwear.
I mean, she had half of the state's panties, you know. Well, that's another good question. Like Wes and Jake are huge Redskins fan. Mike's a Lakers fan, and I understand why he shed a tear. For real, he's always been a Lakers fan.
yeah.
When Sean Taylor died, did either one of you squirt a little tear?
No.
What about any celebrity, sports figure, anything? No?
I keep it completely separate. Like
Yeah,
when Kobe
sure.
died, I love Kobe. I think it's
Yeah.
great. Love that what
It's
he did.
understandable.
I have no emotional capital to expend on him.
Sure.
My bank account is saved up for people I really care about.
Sure.
And when you've been through something really emotional, like I know you have recently, Wes, and I have, and everyone has at some point in their life, you have to keep it separate. When Kobe died, I went, Kobe's dead. I refuse to think about it anymore. As far as getting emotionally attached to it, because I can't do it. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy to do it. Really.
Sure.
You know, and that's how I feel about it. It's very sad. I feel for his family. I feel for everyone that was on that. In the same way I'd feel about the news tomorrow when we read the paper that someone else died.
Right.
Same way.
Yeah.
Got to keep it separate. For me, I have to partition it off.
I'm usually pretty good at that, but it just was different. The way it happened, I felt like crying all day, I'll be honest. And the next day, and it doesn't help that there's stuff all over like the social media that's like sad, and it's like weird because some people post it and like they're just getting views off of this guy's death, and it's like TMZ,
it's clickbait,
TMZ broke it, and that's the way that his wife found out that her husband and daughter died. Can you imagine that?
Well, you know what? I can't imagine that, but I'm not mad at the people at TMZ. They did their job. I'm mad at whoever.
Dude.
No, I'm mad at whoever leaked it to TMZ.
Well, TMZ is going to find out. They got people everywhere right there where he
well,
died.
if you're TMZ, someone else is going to do it. That's your job.
Right.
You better do it.
Right.
Dude, well, they could have came out with all the other people too. They didn't. They waited because out of respect for the ones that are still alive. But
Well,
we're just gonna put that out there because
We'll circle back to my original question.
I wouldn't
People
want my name
die
on
every
that.
day. No offense to the dead. Rip to that family or whatever.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
About the other families.
No.
It's sad.
But that's coming back.
well,
like everybody, the cops and the military and this, that, and the other. What about the other 7
Yeah,
people?
like he's saying, like there's just
We don't know them. We don't care.
we don't
Exactly.
We know Kobe a little bit from TV, but he doesn't know you.
Right.
And we don't know if he's a good guy.
But the
we don't
fact
even know
that
if his
Kobe
friends
was
care.
the fact that Kobe was with them actually got them more not appreciation.
But what does that do?
I mean,
You know?
but
Nothing now.
But also them being with him got them dead.
Well, that's true.
That's a terrible way.
He didn't have to take the helicopter. He could have drove across the mountain.
No,
to get
no,
everyone
and you
else.
know what? The only reason he did that was because he practiced and played so much during the NBA days that the only way to see his children was to take helicopters everywhere because of the traffic, and that's literally the reason. Because he wanted to be there for the drive homes with his kids from school.
I will never cut on that because I would take a helicopter every day of my life.
If you could,
I could.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Around DC, get somewhere in 2 minutes versus an hour.
Here,
No,
tonight.
I don't. But The LAPD grounded all their birds.
They
that
did.
day.
They look for reasons not to fly.
And
I understand that, but that guy, and there's a good point where it's like, well,
He couldn't ground
works
you.
for Kobe Bryant. What are you gonna do? Tell him no?
they were like 10 minutes away. They already finished most of the trip. They were like so close, and so they made him turn around, which he did. He
Yeah.
turned around, but he didn't have I don't know what's called. It's a terrain and something
Altimeter?
sensor or something like
He
that.
had an altimeter. He had
Sure,
to have.
but it's a terrain detector basically, and they missed the top of the cliff by like 20 to 30 feet. That's it,
Well,
because they didn't have that on board, which is what they
You can't
cannot-
fly in those conditions. I'm with you where you said the
Sure.
cops grounded there, but he shouldn't have been flying.
Never.
What are you going to do? It sucks. It's over now. What could have happened? We can't really
No.
speculate.
all right.
No.
Well, we've spent our
It is
5
over.
minutes on Kobe. So,
It is a.
but I will say, Dale Earnhardt, I shed one single tear.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I did.
Well,
And only because I watched my dad, this big burly, my dad, he was just freaking a mess. And I was more sad for my dad losing his like idol. Like, I don't know. So I had like a little squeaker.
Well,
Maybe Cal Ripken. Maybe if
If it was tragic,
if it happened to Cal like 99 to maybe like 04, 05. Like he was my guy.
oh yeah.
I think most people were putting themselves in Kobe's place,
Sure.
where he's on a helicopter that he is crashing.
A lot
and
of
he's
people
looking at
say
his
that.
daughter, and they're scared, and everyone else is scared, and it's the end. That moment, same as if you've ever had someone die in a car crash that you think about the last couple moments,
Yeah.
what they were
Yeah.
thinking of, and that's what makes you really sad, and that's
Sure.
why people cry.
A lot more people cried that didn't know him, but if it was just him, I mean, I don't know if it was just him in a car wreck by himself, or I mean, which is still would have been pretty sad. But yeah, the what happened was just terrible.
His poor daughter.
Yeah, didn't even get to live her life.
Yeah, Kobe had a great career. He set his family up forever, and it's great. But his daughter had no chance to do anything. She's dead now.
Right. So the picture that you have in your office
Yep.
is
Yeah.
of him on the court
With the
reaching
backhand.
behind him.
Yep.
She's giving him a high five. That is way more touching than the whole story. I mean, that picture right there sums it all up.
It does. He always called himself like a girl's dad, which was he loved having girls. Even though he did try, I think we're like I've read way too much stuff this past week. But yeah. Anyways, let's move on from that. That's a pretty sad start. But anyways,
We had to address it though.
yeah. We had some shout outs this week. Of course, Wes Rice. Appreciate it as always.
Yep.
And District
2 for 2. Wes Rice batting 1,000.
Awesome.
Keep those checks coming.
District Bar Talk, and we appreciate the. You guys should actually check them out as well. They are on Apple Podcast, and I don't know if they're on Spotify, but
Yeah,
yeah,
on Spotify.
Are they?
they are. And then Jamie Emery.
Don't know you? Thank you.
I don't either.
Do you know this cat?
Nope. Thank you.
I'm not
Jamie.
sure, but
All right.
I'm not sure how, but we do appreciate it, man.
Big up to that kid.
Andrew Cost.
That's my buddy.
Yep.
Great guy. You guys probably met him.
I met him a couple
Hold
times.
on. Were we playing old croquet in the backyard with Cost?
No, but it was a while ago.
Applegate, my other buddy.
Oh, that was Applegate.
Andrew Cost. He's having a kid soon. Great dude.
Yeah.
Loved it. He listened to it, and he's sharing it with his buddies. So
Awesome,
Great.
awesome.
Appreciate it.
Keep spreading that word, Andrew.
Ryan Wyant, and that's my Call of Duty buddy.
Speaking of thick boys,
My dude Danny Dean as well also shared it.
Love Danny.
Danny's a
Not
good
thick
guy.
at all.
no, not thick at all.
Not
He should
thick.
probably eat something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we do appreciate it, and thanks.
Yeah. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
man.
Moving on. Oh yeah, one thing that happened to me this week. You know how when you're at the gym and like someone's using something and you're waiting, or they got to wipe it down first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well,
Do you guys wipe it down every time?
I do every time.
Well, when my fat ass goes to the gym, yeah, I'm a wiper.
I do. Can't help it. But I usually leave something there, signaling that I'm coming back. Gonna wipe this down.
Yeah.
I went to sit down on this thing to start working out, and it was soaking wet. I stood up, and I thought maybe it was just the stuff they used to wipe down. And I look up, and I got headphones in. I can't hear anything. I look up, and this big, huge lady's coming over, like, pointing this thing at, like, I gotta wipe it down. Ah! I stood up, dude.
Probably was all salty.
I'm standing up and like watching her wipe it down, and like my back is just soaking wet. It's not me.
Well, You were doing the same workout as a fat old lady.
No, it's this thing. It's the what's it called?
Like dips?
It's like dips, but it's,
Oh, like the assisted
the same
dips?
machine.
yeah.
Oh, there's a 100% chance she was doing it wrong. Wait a minute, was this at
I don't
Planet?
know.
Was this
I
at
didn't
Planet
see
Fat
her.
Ass?
Yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
pizza night? Was it Tuesday?
Dude, why do they do that?
Job security.
Yeah.
It's business.
Yeah, why do you think they give them
Pizza night.
bagels
Is that
too?
what you just said?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
They have
Have
pizza
donut
nights.
day too.
Yeah, they have bagel and donuts and
You're doing
pizza.
a good job.
Do they have free weights there or not?
Yes.
Okay.
But only up to
50?
50s.
Yeah, 50s.
And you can't drop them.
You drop them, the blue lights
Little
come
siren
on,
comes
little
on.
siren.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not a big dude.
down.
I'm just trying to get a little in shape, and place is pretty nice. And it makes me feel good because
Or
So they're
really
doing a
not in
good job
shape.
then. That's
People
what
do.
my coworker,
You got a dude who walks with you.
my coworker calls it planet not fitness.
That's pretty good.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that happened to me, and I also got a. I missed an appointment with my doctor for my back.
What?
And, yeah, I just didn't go
What's wrong
because
with
every
your
time,
back?
When did this win? Your back?
I missed
Yeah.
it.
You need a bacchiotomy?
every time I go, he just prescribes me. So he just says, "Yeah, you need to do more of this or this, and then here's another prescription to meloxicam or whatever." Dude, that's all I figured that's all I'm going there for.
Doctor
At the end of the day, so I didn't even go this time. And I got a text saying that I had my thing filled, and I go pick it up at CVS. They're just like trying
what
to send
a good
him.
doctor you have. He's really trying to help you
Jesus.
out.
Right, exactly.
Pumping medicine into you.
But I've never taken even one. I got like three full things up there.
You need to go see Nick DeMichael
Yes.
yesterday.
Yeah.
God.
Real.
But the funny
guy
part-
who actually knows what he's doing.
I know.
And will actually tell you how to fix it.
I know.
Not just pump some shit.
It's gotten a
in
lot
you.
better since I started
He
working
can't
out.
prescribe you anything. It's just
Really?
the best.
That's good though.
Yeah, man. Go
You
get
know-
some
you know what's
needles
helped?
jammed in
He'll
you.
prescribe you a solution.
You know
Yeah.
what's helped though? The only thing that really helped is I started standing up at my desk. Got a stand-up desk, and
Yep.
I started working out. And my back is so much
Stand
better.
up desk really does help.
Oh my god!
I have one now, and it's a life.
It's amazing.
I can feel my back just starting to get
Yeah.
crinkled up.
Yeah.
I stand up for 20 minutes. It's good.
So anyway, I opened up the report from the doctor or whatever from my last visit that I didn't even go to, and like the notes were "F you back," and I was like, "Oh shit!" But I figured it just meant follow up back.
Was it F dash U?
It said "F you
Oh,
back,"
That might be fucking.
and I thought he was like saying "fuck you back" for not coming.
Well, he probably was.
Yeah, right.
Probably.
You know what?
It's
But
probably
if
a double. He's
If
smart
he wrote
enough.
you a prescription, he charged you a copay for that visit you missed.
for sure.
I promise you that.
For sure.
Jesus Christ.
But anyways, that's what happened to me this week. And Wes, any crazy stories this week?
That was good.
Oh yeah.
He's got them. He's got them in there.
Well, just be happy they're coming out the front. I had a Indian lunch buffet.
Bollywood.
Bollywood, some tandoori and some butter chicken. Look out.
We also had a real fun start to the show. Me and Brent.
Oh Jesus! I didn't want to talk about this. I was just going to gloss over.
So we're just short one little mic, and it's not a huge deal. But I thought he was gonna pick one up, and so he walks in without one, and I'm like, Brent, you had one job, and he gets like, dude, I didn't know, and then of course Bane adds in there.
Yeah, you didn't ask either. Here comes Bane over the top. You know?
Boom, shakalaka.
Yeah, he's heating up.
And Brent said, you know what? I don't need this. And, he walked- and I felt that.
The only reason I came back was Jake's like, dude, I'm on my way there, and if you're not there, I'm gonna be bummed.
He drove.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to be bummed too. Why
fuck
doesn't
you,
mine count?
We can't do it. Brent, you're the talent here.
Dance, monkey.
Don't fucking butter my egg roll.
What? I fucking said... I said so
fuck
many
it.
things, and I was like, dude, it's not that big of a deal. Sorry if I came off harsh. I didn't mean to. I was just saying, yeah.
If you could rewind 30 minutes before this show started, we all have something going on.
Sure,
right?
yeah.
I got my wife upset at me because Mia's throwing up everywhere, and I'm not helping right now. I'm doing this. And she's
sick?
mad. I don't think so. Kids just barf every now and then, and you just...
Well, it's like when your puppy gets into the trash. You don't know what she got into.
Yeah, I don't think she's sick. She's just throwing
I'm
up
not calling your
everywhere.
daughter a dog or anything, but you know what I'm saying.
She gets in the trash. Don't worry.
but
All right, so I had a quick thing that happened to me this week. All right. And this probably happened to you guys all, and maybe you just gloss over it. I don't know. It pisses me off. I was at Outback Steakhouse for
Yes.
lunch. I love going there. Best salad. And
salty is so
Tangy tomato.
I get balsamic mustard.
Pussy.
Vinaigrette. That's what I get. So anyway, I'm sitting there at the bar. It's like 4:45. I skip lunch, so I went there afterwards, do my lunch late, and then the bartender comes out. They're great there, but one of the girls was talking to the guy next to me, and he asked her how her day was going or whatever, and she said, "Oh, I've been here since 11." And I looked at my watch. I don't have a watch, but I looked at my phone, and it was like 4:48, and I was thinking, "You've been here like 5 hours. What do you think a work day is? Where do you think we all came from?"
Right.
We don't tell you that we were at work since 7.
Man, I've been at work.
And then I heard her say, "Oh, but I'm off Saturday and Sunday, and I just feel like I've been living here. I've been here 5 days in a row." And I'm like,
oh my God.
I feel like I have a job.
"Yeah, are you aware that's what everyone on Earth does?"
I totally
every day?
thought that when you mentioned it, and I was like, I thought you meant like how many years they have been there.
So that's funny.
Like that's why this is way
But
worse.
have you guys ever heard that when they just waiters and waitresses always have the need to tell you how long their shift has been.
Right.
And it's never 8 hours.
Well, no.
It's at most like 6 hours. I get it. You run around, it's hard, standing up. But
No, Jacob, no.
Let's
Don't
be
try.
honest.
No. It's not hard.
yeah.
What?
Can
No,
be.
no.
It can be.
When it's
it's
a
harder
chain.
than your
all right.
job.
Right. Yeah, it's way harder than my job. But
Handling
seriously,
a wine mixer.
Yeah, you get to go with the wine mixer in the middle of the day.
but when you work at a chain restaurant, okay, you go up. "Hi, I'm Tracy. Welcome to Outback. Can I take your order?" We don't have any specials because it's a chain restaurant. You know why you're here. You want a sirloin. You want it a little bit of pink. And that's it.
Well, yeah,
You
kind of.
sound like the guy from Despicable Me. I watch that a lot now.
I'm just saying, it's harder to work at like a farm to table restaurant. It's got like daily specials
to
and this
memorize
and that
everything.
going on. If you work at Outback, you know what the menu is without even working there because you've been there before.
Bloomin' onion.
My point is, how clueless are restaurant workers? And sorry, restaurant workers, if you're listening, but why do you think that you're special because you work for a couple hours? Everyone does that.
Right.
That's what everyone that's sitting there that day, they went to work all day.
I mean,
They're not
Vinny
going
works
to-
for a couple hours every day, and he actually.
I've been here since 11. It's 4. Okay.
I was in my office at 7.
Yeah, are you
answering
ready to go home?
emails from
Do you want-
Tunisia?
And I don't have a kid, but like try having a kid. That's like a full time job, right?
Well, most of them have several kids. I think.
Oh shoot!
Ooh.
They're out
Just shit
back.
on a whole industry.
Sorry, people. I love restaurant workers. I do. But stop complaining about your work hours.
Dude, I am overly
You
nice
could,
to
this
them.
can never go to YouTube now.
Why is that?
'Cause every restaurant Jake goes to.
No, he's got a valid point, though. You're there
Well, I would tell
to
her.
work.
If she was talking to me, I would say,
But
what do you think I did all day?
Right.
I've been at my desk for 9 hours. This is the first time I've had a chance to get some food. It's 4:45 in the afternoon. You're saying you've been here since 11. You want us to all sit
So
around
you,
and say,
right.
oh my
Give her a
God.
golf clap.
Well,
you
it comes-
got to sleep in.
Yeah.
it comes back to this: like nobody likes a complainer, no matter what.
Your tip meter is slowly
I gotta.
reeling.
Well, it's for everything. I gotta remind myself of that sometimes too. Like if I start complaining about something, I'm like, oh shit! Like I sound like an asshole right now. Like complaining.
Yeah.
Like is it really that bad? Whatever you're doing, complaining about, is it really that bad?
I'm a complainer. I like to hear myself bitch.
I'm actually a
We
complainer.
all like to. We all like it. Don't get me wrong.
I think most people who know me will be like, yeah, Brent shits on everything all the time.
Yeah, that's why we love you.
Stop shaking your head, Bane.
He's so much better. Why is he so much better at that than us?
I don't
Why
know.
can't I do that?
I don't know.
Hey, let out a big one, would you? No.
No.
Do better.
No, all right.
Let's just talk about the Super Bowl like today is Monday and really confuse the shit out of people.
What again? What again?
Holy shit. Did you
When he
see
twisted
Mahomes go
ankle?
off?
When he broke his kneecap in 16 places? I didn't see that coming.
Did you guys see that cheerleader's vulva? That was awesome. Shakira's titties fell out.
Yeah.
Who would have thought Tyreek Hill was going to throw for 300 yards?
Who would have thought? What? This is wild
When
predictions.
that grenade went off and 47,000. Oh, man. Whew.
Is Colin playing?
Who?
Colin?
Colin
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick.
Oh God. Sore subject.
He should be. Goddamn
Why
it.
couldn't he die instead of Kobe?
I like that.
Yeah. I'll
You
fucking say
guys.
that. Fuck that guy.
Hell yeah.
He. Oh, I have such an opposite look on that.
You do?
Yeah.
Why?
Cool. Let's talk about it.
No, because that was 2 years ago. It's not relevant.
It's very not relevant, but
Yeah.
but his team's in the.
He don't have a team.
They would have got
I
there.
know.
That team would have got there
seen
with
Colin.
him.
What
He's
happened?
a better quarterback than Jimmy G.
No.
Bullshit.
No
He was
way.
throwing balls at people's feet.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
You think
Jimmy
he's
G
better-
threw the ball, 6 times last week?
Matt Quinn was a better quarterback than him.
Oh, my
Phillips not invited
God.
Matt Quinn.
That's right. Matt, if you're listening, I still believe in you,
I don't
buddy.
think we're recording at all.
What a pull!
Ryan
not?
Esco had a better arm.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Are we
God.
recording? Are we on?
Yeah, we're recording.
Hell yeah.
Way to
Are we
ruin that,
recording?
guys? Good job, guys.
killing
All right.
it.
Bane, is it recording?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Good. This is
I was waiting for a cue.
Well, there's.
Skip Jack.
Live.
My fault.
All right, so Super Bowl predictions. I think the 49ers are going to win. Defense, running game.
Yep.
You know, that's all I got. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to hit the under, and that's all I got.
I personally don't care.
I don't care either.
I just no, dude. The Caps are playing the Penguins at 12:30 Sunday afternoon.
I wish
Way more entertaining. Way more entertaining.
Well,
way more energy.
Way more entertaining.
There's no halftime show at the Caps game.
Yeah.
And J-Lo won't be there.
I don't care about the halftime show unless it's Lady Gaga or Metallica, which they need to do. The NFL has been. People have signed petitions like let Metallica do it. They're from the Bay Area. You know how perfect that would be
rocking.
to fucking just have dun dun dun.
Yeah, but
Hey, maybe they're ahead of you. Maybe they will be out.
Nope,
But it's
it's
in
Shakira
Miami.
and J-Lo because it's 2003.
Shakira.
it's in Miami,
Shakira.
though.
Huh?
It's in Miami, though.
Why is
Yeah,
it
but
Pitbull there?
they're from
Miami.
the Bay
Yeah, but-
Area.
But when the halftime show gets booked, nobody knows who's going to be in the Super Bowl.
People have been petitioning the NFL for years to get a real rock act and not Roger fucking Waters' decrepit old ass up there. Nobody cares about that.
Back. I like it.
The NFL's just so out of touch.
There it is.
With its fan base.
Well, that's why we have a new league called the XFL, which I'm going to get full.
And Vince McMahon will be our savior.
As long as you can bet on it, everyone.
I'm going to as many Washington Defenders games I can go to.
Those uniforms are weak.
Hey, I got a question.
Dude, it looks like they made it on Madden Creator Pro. They're so bad.
Hey,
so bad.
Are Dallas Cowboy fans allowed to be Washington Defender fans?
Yeah.
They are?
No.
Yeah.
No. Hell
No.
Different league, different sport.
No.
No.
Different rules.
Not welcome.
They're allowed. Dude, did you see that they're allowing 2 forward passes per play?
Passes.
Passes.
The breast assistance.
Brought to you by Old Granddad.
I haven't
One
looked
extra
at the rules.
syllable.
I hope it's legit. I hope they don't call headshots or targeting.
And
or any of
kickoffs
that.
are back,
I
right?
hope they don't throw any flags
Yeah.
ever.
Yep.
Yeah.
I hope that's it.
If you throw a forward pass and somebody catches it behind the line of scrimmage, they can chuck it.
That's legit. I'm okay
I
with that.
love that
yeah.
rule. That's the best rule ever.
It's
not- it's not gonna change
In
much.
the old one, they used to set the ball in the middle,
Yeah.
and they'd both run at it as fast as they could and try.
Really?
To
I don't remember that. It was like
Yeah,
straight
the guy broke-
dodgeball.
one of the best players broke his shoulder. He
Yeah.
hate me or whatever. His name
I remember that
He
idiot.
hate me.
It's a
Yeah.
bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it works out.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Yeah. All right. So, man, Super Bowl talk.
I'm kind of pumped for the XFL. I'm not gonna lie, and not because I'm a wrestling fan, but it's something new.
No, it's football without all the politics. Hopefully,
Right.
I want to
Hey.
see real football with real good.
I want
players
there to
that
be
don't throw
syringes
flags
full of steroids on the sidelines.
How funny would it be if they were all like wrestlers out there, like in the wrestler getup?
It's like the lingerie league.
Yeah.
Yo,
Hey,
those
I went to
chicks
one of those
used to wreck the fuck out of each other, though. Like,
Yeah.
like, if you ever have time to our loyal 110 listeners, YouTube, like, lingerie football league hits, those chicks didn't give a shit.
I
knew a
know
girl that-
They're wearing, like,
Yeah.
lacrosse pads. What'd you say?
Yeah, I know some of those chicks.
Well, I mean, they're probably local. I mean, half of them were just, like, strippers that could run, right?
Is that?
I mean, there wasn't any ugly ones, is my point. There wasn't a single.
Did you ever
No.
watch?
Huh?
There's big giant girls.
Yeah, but every quarterback
I mean-
was a perfect 10. And she'd go out there with her big fake tits and her fucking eye black and be like, yeah, get it. And like lay the wood. Giggity.
Whoa.
Do you think you could beat one of them in a fight?
No, I'm
you ever-
soft as cotton.
Did you ever watch it like a lot? Did you keep up on it? Sounds like
No, because it was never on TV. I
wasn't?
never saw an LFL game on TV.
What was that basketball game with the trampolines? I loved that actually.
On TNT?
Slam ball.
Slam ball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually liked that a lot.
I never.
So dangerous. So dangerous.
I'd rather watch Rob Dyrdek jump around the Fantasy Factory.
Well, that is fun too. Big Black.
Rest in peace.
Rip.
Oh, is he dead?
Yeah, but there's a whole lot. This show is morbid
Oh,
as
God.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sad.
God, get
Whoops.
me out of here. Speaking of people dying or whatever,
Oh yeah.
no, I'm sorry, I'm getting frustrated now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate moms who want to diagnose their own kids
Yeah.
on the internet. Google is the best and worst invention of all time. Of all time.
It's pretty great.
Your kid has a sniffle, and all of a sudden they have some unspeakable cancer from the Amazon that's undetectable and untreatable, and you better break out some, crystals and rub on their chest because they're going to die tomorrow.
Some crystals, some magic crystals.
Stay off of WebMD, you hypochondriac.
It is funny because I'm like pain in my right shoulder, and it's like, oh my God, you get a heart,
God.
this, blah blah blah.
You have a
It's like-
blood infection.
It
Better
is
buy
scary.
some leeches.
Don't Google whatever
No,
you think
no,
is
no.
wrong with you, because it's always the worst case.
And well, that's the problem. Even if you go on like blogs or whatever, nobody ever posts a success story on the internet. Like when I was going through my back problems,
Because you don't care. You're better.
exactly.
You
You're
just move on
fine
with life.
So when I had my back problems or whatever, I was like Googling all my symptoms, and I'm like, fuck, man, I'm gonna end up with a steel rod in my back or whatever. No, not even close. I got my surgery.
possible.
The best surgeon
Did you
on the
circle
East
back?
Coast.
And answer the thread or whatever you were doing?
Absolutely not, because
Exactly.
I'm better and I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's what happens.
That's my
Put
point.
a ladder out on your way up.
Yeah.
So all those threads, they end with that question, and then you're like, "Did he make it?"
Yeah. No, Brent's dead
And the
now.
guy that made it, they don't ever
be
text
continued.
Yeah,
Oh, because
TBT.
They're fine now. They're good to go. See ya. Not my problem.
Exactly.
back. Exactly.
Just stay off the internet. That's my point. It's ridiculous.
Well, are you saying we should trust your doctor 100%?
Oh, Christ.
I hate that.
Jake's back.
Doctors
Yeah.
are a fucking joke.
I agree with that.
Like I've been saying earlier, the dude just keeps prescribing me stuff. I'm like, okay.
I think you should trust your doctor to an extent, but there's nothing wrong with getting second and third opinions. It took 3 people to diagnose me correctly. I went to my doctor. She's like, you have hip
but-
bursitis. Here's some tramadol. Wrong. Wrong.
You can't trust them.
Nope. That's all I'm saying. But it's better than self-diagnosing.
Sure.
To a degree. Like I agree, I think surgeons and trauma doctors are important, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere else if I have a traumatic thing or pregnancy, like giving birth or anything like that, than a trauma doctor or someone like that. But if you're just going to a regular doctor to diagnose your daily problems, you're better off trying to diagnose yourself. You really are.
Yeah, but how are you going to treat it?
Not with medicine. I mean, your body's going to figure it out. You just have to put it in the best position to figure it out.
You got to eat right, number
Like,
one.
when you
the
have
doctor will
surgery,
Diet has a big thing to do with everything.
Huge.
so if
Water.
you break your arm,
That's why I went to Indian. I got a lot of turmeric in me. I'm good today.
if you break your arm, you want someone to set it. They don't heal you. They have no idea what actually happens to get that bone to heal back together with the other part of the bone. Mm-hmm. I mean, we kind of know what happens, but we can't make it happen.
Right.
Your body does it all. Your body heals you. The doctors don't. They just prescribe medicine, and I don't know
They're
why.
Band-Aids.
There was a time and place in this country when the doctors were like everything. They're your barber. They would come to your house and diagnose you or whatever. And they actually cared. And I think you have a point. Over the years, there's doctor's offices, just as many doctor's offices as there are liquor stores in this county. More. And at one point, St. Mary's County had the highest liquor store per capita in the United States. And
Do you remember hearing that?
Google it.
growing up?
Google it.
Do you want to? I have a conspiracy
Not allowed.
theory.
Not allowed to Google. Never mind. Stay off the internet. I am right. I am the Wizard of Oz.
Do not Google that.
I have a pretty
He
radical
who is known as I am.
conspiracy theory take on all that.
Okay.
You wanna hear
Okay.
it?
Is it Big Grocery?
No. Big food line.
Food Lion.
So,
I'm
I
excited.
probably at the turn of the century, somewhere around there. I'll get my facts and figures off.
Wait, what turn of
Doctor-
which century? The 19th or the 20th? Or
Early
20th and the 21st?
Late 1800s, early 1900s.
10-4.
Doctors and surgeons and everyone like that were considered the same. There was no delineation of whether you were a surgeon or a doctor. Surgeons were like these. They were like the artisan, the risk taker, crazy people that just did crazy stuff. But everyone was homeopathic back then. They all relied on your body to treat you. And then the curriculums were changed in all the med schools to go to how to prescribe medicines to deal with it. The focus got shifted from healing and letting your body heal to letting chemicals heal you. And it was all based off of DuPont and these other people.
So like instead of healing, treating.
treating.
Right.
And so I don't know, 20s, 30s, whenever the curriculums in all med schools were basically bought up and changed by these massive pharmaceutical companies who changed the curriculum to treating illnesses rather than healing them. And that's where we are today.
All right, so let me ask you this: Do you believe
when insurance got involved, that
Oh,
changed
yeah.
everything? Now the doctor is going to get paid by shoving you some pills,
Yeah.
billing your insurance, moving on.
People don't
Next,
understand
assembly
doctors
line.
get paid directly on how much medicine they sell
Push.
you.
They're a drug
and if
pusher.
if a new salesman comes in the next day and sells them a new batch of drugs that's different, they're going to push that on you. They're going to say, we got this new Tylenol. It's in a bag now. It's awesome. It goes right. I've seen it firsthand.
Dude, you're not lying, because I hate to keep circling back, but when I was going through my shit, it was a new ibuprofen. Instead of just popping an Advil, you inhaled it.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah.
what?
That'll change. And next time you go there, they might have something different for you.
I'll never go there
they had
again.
to sell the rest of those drugs out. That doctor made a killing on it.
Yep.
And that's why I don't trust doctors. And I know this is
That's
kinda
why I
off the
wasn't
rails.
even there, and the guy
But
set me up.
the whole medical industry is based off of treating the most people. It's not
Right.
about healing the minority or the people with serious ailments. It's about treating the most people,
So let me ask you this:
making the most money.
since you, I think what you just said is valid across the board. Do you think the cure for cancer or AIDS exists?
Absolutely.
I tend to agree.
I think it's been, and they've known for a long time.
I think
But
you might be
there's-
right.
There's way
I
too
think,
much
I
money
think
involved.
cancer is so different from each other. Like one cancer is vastly different from another one. So I
Okay.
won't say there's some massive just cancer cure. But I mean, I kind of agree with what Wes was saying there. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, no, I mean,
But I actually don't think there's a cure for cancer. I think your body can figure it out in most cases if you put it in the right position.
Okay.
And that's the hard part. Eating right and living right and all that. They don't want you. The American lifestyle is too easy and makes too much money for too many people to tell you not to do it. Smoking, drinking, eating processed food, that's what gives you cancer. If you can not get cancer, that's the best way to heal it.
So you're boiling it down to, I mean, I don't even want to say this. Do like vegans have it right? Are they right?
Wow.
Yeah.
They're going to be better off. They're good to, as long as they have the right supplements. And
No.
The
You know
statistics are
what? No, I
But
recant
I do
what I
think
said.
you need meat in your life for sure. Protein, and too much of it is obviously
Need that meat.
Yeah. So vegetarians and vegans have way less cancer rate than everyone else, no doubt. But it doesn't mean they're healthier
Well,
necessarily.
no, dude.
But
Coca-Cola and Oreos are vegan, so let's.
we should get a nutrition expert on.
No, we shouldn't.
we should just talk like we know.
they would look at Brent's Mountain
not?
Dew and be like,
I don't want to be on this podcast. This guy's drinking yellow
Ricky's here.
5.
There's some crossover there where how you handle stress too. You know, drink.
Oh, Daddy handles
right?
stress with a Kentucky Straight.
Exactly. And your stress
Exactly.
will kill you quicker than drinking will.
That's
so,
right.
I mean,
Also,
there is a crossover.
when they say like you can sleep when you're dead, it's like you die quicker because you're not sleeping, and sleeping is actually a huge.
Dude, sleeping rules. I love sleeping.
It's good. It's good for your mind.
It's one of my
It's good for
favorite
your body.
things. And when I don't get to do it, if you go to bed and you don't have a good night's sleep, that is the most frustrating thing. Like you plan it all out. You're in bed at 9.
Yeah,
Maybe
imagine how-
watch like a half hour of YouTube and put the phone down. And be like, I've got like 7 hours.
Well, that's another
just
terrible
to
thing for you
chill.
is to watch your phone while you're going to bed.
Everybody does it though.
It's awful for you.
It's awful.
Yeah, but whatever.
I can tell you, and Wes can too, because he's a daddy, and Mike's about to be one. You give up on sleep. You don't even care. I don't even care about sleep anymore. You know,
Yeah.
if I get it, I get it. If I don't, whatever. The next day is going to happen,
Well, that-
and you know,
Believe me, you can look at my phone and it says average, like it's like 4 hours.
you're going to be done soon. Brent, you keep loving that sleep. I love that you love it. I wish I could do it.
Yeah, well, that's a double-edged sword
Yeah.
for me personally. Wes Rice is here.
2 minutes.
I've known Wes for over 20 years. Kind of like Joe Lockman, but
shut up, Lock.
big locks.
Yeah.
But Wes has been a staple in the local music scene for a very, very long time, and just brought the most prominent cover band, party band, whatever you want to call it, that Southern Maryland's probably ever seen, to an end. And I do have a question for Wes. Why?
it was just time.
Yeah.
Like I think I probably started questioning it for myself maybe in 16 or 17. And I mean, everything was going great. Like I love the dudes.
Of course, we're all. I mean, they're our best friends.
They when Rich left and Brad joined the band, it kind of changed the whole vibe of everything.
Oh, that's a good word, vibe.
Yeah.
Brad will noodle over every song ever. Just
He is.
vibe out.
I love it.
No,
So
that's
much.
the thing. He won't. That's my favorite thing about Brad is that he knows how the song is played, but he'll make it his own. But it'll fit in that key and that tone and that whatever.
Very
I
clean.
used to love watching.
He's very clean.
Brad just
Me too.
in his ugly ass sneakers, just diddly, diddly, diddly.
Always with the sneakers, man.
I'd
Killing the
love to
sneaker
know
game.
how many pairs of sneakers that dude actually
How much does he have? I mean, you got to know an
He
idea.
be sneaking.
I don't have a clue. Like, I feel it. There's only a handful that I've seen multiple times.
Right.
Wow.
Like, it's just
Okay, I didn't mean to sidetrack you, but when Brad joined,
when Brad joined, it just kind of gave everything, even songs that we've been playing forever, just got like a whole new feel.
Absolutely. I do agree with you on that. Like, you definitely, it was like a different band, but in a very good way. Like, it was,
Yeah.
I've seen you guys with like, I guess it was since like 2013, maybe 12 or whatever. Saw you with Rich. Then after he left, no offense to Rich, it just like was really solid afterwards with the 4-piece.
Rich is very like, whatever's on the album.
Sure.
He's
gonna
to the
learn
book.
every note.
and he killed it.
No, he's great.
He nailed
Perfectly.
it every time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And which was great. And I feel like not Kenny as much, but because he didn't join until 2012. But Mo and I got like the best of both worlds.
Sure.
Yeah.
We had that whole time with Rich where everything was just
This is how it goes. Hey, most like that too. Don't get it wrong.
very
No.
much.
Well, how did that
Which
lead to you
We
ending-
started transitioning.
Right.
Mo's gotten a lot looser.
Yeah.
I just started throwing shit at him after a while. Like, hey, Brad, coach him through it.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Just jam, Mo.
So Rich decided at the end of 2015 that he was done.
God, that felt like yesterday.
Yeah, man.
Jesus.
Still
And,
20.
I know.
Whew.
2050 is closer than 2090.
Don't start.
Wait, what?
Think about
1990?
it. Yeah.
You said 2090.
2050. What I say?
2090.
Hey, pour yourself another Bellmead, you moron.
We're gonna clip that.
2050 is closer than 1990.
Yeah, bro.
Think about it.
One of these days, Wes is going to tell us why he ended the fucking band.
In 2050.
So, anyways, Rich left.
Yeah. And then Brad joined. Everything was good. But for me, it just got to a point where I knew I was done.
And why is that? Because it
Mainly-
takes up your whole weekend, right?
It did. And a lot of it was the kids.
Yeah.
Carly was doing stuff after school, whether she was in a play or she had a chorus thing. Cohen was playing football and baseball. And I wanted to be involved in all that.
Sure.
And then the weekend would roll around. It was gone.
Done.
All
Gone.
weekend.
Yeah.
Or there'd be times, I mean, there was a handful of times the first year he played football where I drove straight from Hagerstown or Bel Air straight home.
Mm-hmm.
They got in the van and we went right to the field.
I know that has come up in our conversations before between me and you, or me, you, and Vinny, or whatever, where it's like, I don't know where Wes gets the fucking energy.
Yeah.
He's out till 2-3 in the morning, doing, his second job.
Performing, yeah.
Your
His
second job, like real second job. And then he's at Letty Dent being dad at 6 in the morning, trying not to fall asleep on his feet. I don't know how he did it. I really don't.
Yeah. It's commendable
I mean-
for sure, because that's a lot of work, dude.
It's ridiculous. It's
But
ridiculous.
I mean, you said it a few minutes ago, like sleep when you're dead. I think that all the time.
Yeah.
But not anymore. But not so much anymore.
Yeah. So, I mean.
And it's cool because you're spending social media or whatever. You're doing a lot more stuff with Cohen, a lot more. I think I've seen you do more stuff with Cohen in the last 6 months than I saw in 6 years. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Just everything you could do.
And now he's 9 now. So we can do a lot more
Hell yeah.
stuff together.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. And he's very much like me. He's constantly just going.
Yeah.
Like, we got to do something.
It's one of my more existential points, like I always bring up.
Yeah.
But that you want to spend your best moments of your day with your favorite people, right? So 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock, which is when everyone has to go to work. Those are your best minutes of the day. You know, you have to, when you come home at night, you want to have a drink, you want to chill out, you want to relax, you want to, you know, get away from the day. That's not your best. And that's the only time you get with your family. That's why I hate going to work every day. That's why. It's not the job. Yeah. It's not. It's the fact that my life is literally ticking away on someone else's doing something else for someone I don't want to do when I should be with my family. It makes me so mad. You know, not to interrupt what you were saying, but that's what your band was doing, right?
Well, it was double time. It was double that.
You have no time, quality time, and that's a real thing. Quality time with your family.
So in order for him to give that, I mean, come on, to give that up, and it's like that's such a sacrifice because I mean, obviously it's fun, it's money, but like you realize what was important. And that's awesome.
Well, that was that, and everything was great on every level. Like we all got along. We played as much as we wanted to. We made way too much money for songs that I had no part in writing.
He didn't even care to play.
But that's what it. After I lost my dad, I think that was a big thing for me. Also, it's like, yeah, this is great. I love these dudes. Playing is awesome, but what am I really doing? Yeah. I got this whole book of my own songs that I'm not doing anything with because I don't have time to do it.
Yeah.
So
you lose the drive too when you're like spending time learning songs because you got to keep updating the catalog.
So what's next for you? What musically?
Right now, it's whatever Carly has coming up. That's where the focus is.
And she's
I'm still writing songs. I still have a bunch of songs that I'm gonna record, but right now it's just figuring out like what I can.
What's
do
best for her?
Are you writing anything for her? Like any originals? Dude, are you just letting her make her own decisions and do whatever she wants?
She's written.
Yeah,
she's written some of her own.
No shit.
Like her and I, we've written a couple.
Collab. Yeah. I like it. One question I do have for Wes though, you know, you did the cover band thing. I mean, shit, 15 year, maybe more. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, it was 15. I started, the first cover band I was in started in 04.
Jesus.
04 to 06.
That was, I almost remember the name. God, I almost remember the name. What was it?
Bad Horse.
Bad Horse?
Oh my God.
I saw Bad Horse at like a barn party across from that shit in Loveville. There was like a bar and there was like a barn. And,
Brewski's.
Yeah, across from Brewski's. Y'all played this like big ass like field party. But it was ridiculous. But anyway.
What happened?
I don't know. I was underage. It probably wasn't ridiculous. But
ridiculous you were there.
Out of all the songs, hundreds of songs that you've learned, know.
Which is crazy in its own right.
Right.
How many lyrics you remember and bring up in your head. Because you are, like I tell people this, you're like reading a book every night. It's crazy.
That you memorized.
It's very hard.
Just imagine if you put that much energy into anything else.
Dude, to just play rhythm, like just to play some chords and stuff, it's like, okay. Like it's pretty like, it's not, I'm not saying it's easy, but it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
And to get all those words out, like sometimes you don't even remember, they're just coming out.
Oh no, Wes is the king of not remembering lyrics. Let's not get into his thing.
I will say this as a complete fanboy, non-musician, the guys that can sing it without having to look down at the iPad,
great,
10 times better.
Fantastic.
Not
every time
better.
Everybody but me. I need that security blanket for sure.
No, because honestly, the first time you do it, it's like driving a stick out on the road the first time.
They do it.
Like, you figure it out. Get better.
Make up stuff.
Wing it.
Yeah,
dude. I was.
You know the melody, right?
Yeah.
So just fudging
the crowd.
Just watermelon lemonade, that motherfucker.
Pick somebody out and make fun of them.
80%. 80% of 80% of the songs I know.
What's the one song that you hated the most?
Oh, yeah.
And don't say Crazy Bitch because everybody hates Crazy Bitch.
Yeah.
But what's the one song that was in regular rotation for the Beans that Wes just went?
But he always made the list, so he would have left it out.
Yeah, but Wes is a smart businessman where he knows what Southern Maryland hoochies are going to want to hear.
The Bargoyles.
Southern Maryland hoochies. Semi-Charmed.
Yeah, it's a bad one.
Boo.
Yeah. I never remember the lyrics to that,
that too.
I Z-bopped my way through that, too.
Now, I'll still, enjoy playing drums to it.
Sure.
But just singing it? Nah.
No one ever gets that bridge right where it comes back in.
Nope. The timing's always fucked.
Never get it. They never get it.
I miss Wes Rice drumming No Green. The best lineup from No Green, in my opinion, because, I mean, we've been doing this for 10, 12 years now.
Poo on Kenny?
No. Kenny's a great drummer, but
very solid.
When it was Wes, Damron, Allen. Was Damron after Allen, or did they play together?
They were together.
Damron, nah.
Were they
No?
together for like a second?
Allen left and Damron.
Okay,
That's
so
why he joined. Yeah,
so
yeah.
that version of No Green after Allen left
and
was
me and
the
Damron would switch back and forth.
best.
Yeah, that was a blast.
The best. Because Damron would get his little greasy ass up there and belt those falsettos.
It's Big Dogs in Paradise time.
Oh,
I just knew every other weekend No Green
What a
was going to be
place.
at Hula's and I might see some tits.
What a place.
so much metal in that place.
Yeah.
Aluminum on the walls.
Where's this?
Like, is this a truck bed or is this a bar? What's going on here?
Are we talking about Toots?
Shrink?
Are we talking about Toots right now?
Talking about
BDP.
big dogs.
Ugh.
Mouse
It'd be a shame if that bitch burned down.
Yeah,
It won't because it's full of metal.
What's the melting point of aluminum, Bane? You're a welder.
It'll just warp a little bit.
Hi.
It'll just weld together.
Big Dogs. I guarantee I can take a credit card to the back of the toilet at Big Dogs right now and have a good time. Just scrape enough Coke off the back of that toilet. Fuck that place. And I hope they hear this. I hate that place. And it'd be a shame if Thompson's went with it too. Fuck them.
I'm going to hit the lottery and buy the whole
good.
building.
I hope you do.
Make it the raddest honky tonkin'.
Oh, no, what I want you to
Burn it
do
down.
is burn it down and then rebuild something fun.
Yeah.
You ever notice how you have to step down into Big Dogs? Just step down. It's
Well,
like,
'cause
you're already in hell, motherfucker. Come on in.
Because you kind of are stepping down when you go in there.
The last time I was there, I watched somebody throw a stool. Who throws a stool?
That kid from Kansas State. He's
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
What do you think should happen to that guy after doing that?
Well, he got 12 games, didn't he?
He didn't throw it, though, right? He just dropped it.
Well, he picked it up, and he didn't go to K-State. That was rock
I
chalk,
don't care.
baby.
You're in a fight. You know. Throw a
Yeah,
stool.
but God,
Are you fighting or not?
dogs.
If
I
you're
don't
in a fight, everyone should get the same penalty.
You know what? I don't even think people that go to Big Dogs have enough smarts to get to
Thursday
a
night
podcast.
ladies
so
night
fuck 'em.
did actually used to be fun there. 2007 time.
Yeah, when No Green was playing there, and we used to have fun, and it wasn't a mess.
It turned into a bunch of dirty Cowboy fans, which I don't want anything to do with.
I know what you really mean by
Wearing-
Cowboy fans.
What is the worst? What is the worst place? Well, you can't probably say that, can you? Like, what is the worst show you've had?
We had some random one-offs, especially in the early days, like getting started. Probably in 10, 11, 12 in there. Like, I know there's some random spots like Parkville. There was a joint called the Mallet in Bel Air. It was like
Mallet.
the joint was
Mallet.
cool, but it was like they just didn't draw a
Yeah.
crowd, and it's like a mile away.
Didn't
from
have a built-in
Looney's
crowd.
North.
It's a mile away from what?
From Looney's North. which is
Oh.
like,
Dude.
Looney's North is like the place to go. Up
Bel
there,
Air. Hey, so my buddy Andrew Cost that we gave a shout out to earlier, he's
Yeah.
from Bel Air.
Yeah.
He went to the high school up there. He got in a fight with a cop outside of one of these bars up there. Sorry, Andrew, if I just totally outed you, but it's a pretty funny story. I don't have the whole story, but it's probably that bar you were just talking about.
It sounds like it.
Sounds
the
like it.
Mallet.
Yeah.
He didn't blow anybody from the Dandy Warhols, did he? Like punch a cop out or whatever. Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But anyways, yeah.
We had a couple in the heat too. Like
Yeah.
even the 4th of July ones that we did at Blue Crab Stadium. Like one of those, like, you're facing the sun the whole time, and the stage is there all day.
I'm
So
not
by
a fan of outside shows either.
Dude, by the
playing.
time we showed up, the stage was already just on fire. Mo got blisters on his feet.
What?
Yeah, we played.
Was he wearing shoes?
Yeah, we played a 2-hour set. He got blisters on his feet
Oh
just
my
from
God.
being in the sun. Brutal.
I have another random thing to say. Pat, you just mentioned the Blue Crabs,
Yeah.
minor league baseball team in the area. Patrick Mahomes' dad played for the Blue Crabs.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Fun fact.
Back in like 2008, 2009 when they first got started. Yeah.
No shit.
True story.
Who was the all-star first baseman for the Astros? Ken Harvey played for the Blue
Ken
Crabs.
Harvey played linebacker for the 49ers.
Nope, not Ken Harvey then. Who was the big fat first baseman
Jeff
for the
Bagwell?
No, first base.
Ken Caminiti?
No, not Ken Caminiti.
Palmero?
Never heard any of those names.
Fuck me. Anyway,
Yeah, all right. Back to Wes. I just wanted to throw that in there.
So-
Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes.
so Wes, you've played up and down the coast, countless weddings, countless parties, whatever. Was it ever weird for you? Because I know this has happened to you. I don't know if it's weird or not. Being in a cover band opening for an original. like singer, songwriter, or were you, or did you know your place? Like, I'm here to get the crowd warmed up, so this guy could send it.
Yeah, we only did it a couple of times. We actually opened for Bret Michaels in Hagerstown.
Oh my!
2000.
Bret Michaels should have opened for you. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I'd rather hear Wes sing Wings songs all night than hear Every Rose Has its
Is that a thing? Is there?
He forgot the. He sang the second verse, both verses. He forgot the first verse.
Well, I mean, if you were on top of the world playing stadiums in 1987 and then playing some shithole bar in Maryland and nobody cares that you're there with your hair extensions and your stupid bandana, I'd forget the words too. Same thing happened to Janie Lane. Remember the cherry pie guy? He played hulas, and a couple weeks later he died. That's what happens.
Gosh. Wow. Is that still a bar, Hulas?
No, I wish it was.
Question. You guys are musicians. Is it a real thing? Singer-songwriter, original bands versus cover bands? Do you guys hate each other? Or what?
Okay, I'll answer that because before like 2012, whenever I thought it was the lamest thing ever.
Cover band.
I was younger and stuff. Yeah, cover bands.
Well, everyone wants to not be in a cover band, singer, or music, but then you got to grow up.
Yeah, well, I mean, you get it finally. Like it's like I went and saw, I guess, Sam Grow. And it was you guys, I think. And it was at Hotel Charles. And Sam came out and he said, good job on the album. It was us and them. And then I talked to, I don't know, but I watched and I saw what you guys were doing. And I didn't hate it as much because I kind of got it. Because what he was doing was playing covers, then throwing his own songs in there. And so like he kind of had an up on like all of us, really, any original band, because he was kind of like, here, enjoy this.
You kind of Trojan horse one of your own songs.
Yeah, and I see it a lot now, definitely. A lot now where like I went to see a guy at, I didn't go to see him, but I went to hang out with some friends at PTM, and it was supposed to be an original, performer. I didn't hear one song of his, but
I know who you went and saw.
But I do see videos of everyone singing along, but it's like his song over it. His song's dubbed.
It's like a bad lip reading. Yeah. It was Robbie Booth. Yeah. It was 100% Robbie Booth.
No. Dude, Robbie Booth is so talented. I do.
Oh no. It was.
I
Robbie's got a
got him.
Nah. But
right.
I didn't hear.
It was the southern half of the county. Thanks, Brent.
I can cut that out.
But
I knew it was one of the two.
But anyways, I'll see videos, promo videos and stuff, and it's like everyone's singing along, and like they'll have their song over top of it, and it's like they're not singing that song at all. They're like this. It's just clips, and I mean it's smart.
Well, that's the business aspect.
It's kind of smart.
I'm talking about on a musician.
No, I know, but
level.
I'm just saying
Is there any weirdness?
I personally like never had an issue with it and I think it's because like when I got introduced to cover bands, I was young. My dad was in a cover band.
Yeah.
My mom, my stepdad.
Your dad was in a good cover band too. Like one of the best country cover bands this county's ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were the shit.
Yep. He was Jerry Birch was in that band too, right?
So that was Southern Traditions.
Right.
That was like early 2000s until like 2012.
Oh shit.
And then
that's like more recent than what I remember.
When I was little, my dad was in from 86 to 92. He was in the Southridge band.
Okay.
They were shit.
That's so
See,
tight.
it's funny because if I went home right now, there's nothing I would rather do. Nothing would make me happier than be able to play a couple chords of a couple songs of a famous song and sing it. That's it. I would love that. So I have no problem with cover bands. I can't do it.
It's not as hard as you think, dude.
It is hard. You could. For everybody that's not a musician.
You put time in on a lot of things.
Jacob, I'm not a musician. I sing other people's songs.
I know that.
That's not a job. Like at least Wes and Miller play guitars and write their own music. People don't realize how hard writing a song is. It's so hard.
Yeah,
it's pretty hard.
You guys have zoomed in and have a fight up here somewhere when everyone else just wishes they could just sing any old song, and sit on the couch and play the guitar. I can't do that. I've tried.
I've been blessed with the pipes of the angels. It's not my fault. But I am not a musician. The guy to my left and the guy to my right are musicians. I'm not.
But even you're miles ahead of me and everyone else on Earth.
Yeah, but that's just like, because I drove around in the car and sang Chris Carrabba
and
like my whole high school. Yeah, and just pushed myself until I went, I think I could do this.
I'm gonna need you to keep time
with your knit black slacks with accentuating off-white pinstripes. Whoa.
That's what I'm saying. I can't do that. I would love to go home and strum a couple chords and have the family let's sing a song together. It'd
It
be
is.
awesome. I can't do it.
You know what? Hold on.
The family.
Hold on.
The fucking Partridge
That's-
family over there.
That's
Right.
one thing that I've never been able to do. So like what he just said, I've been around my family plenty of times, and I've never picked up the guitar, and I've never played with the family in there. And I'm sure you have. You're a lot better at that than I am. But like,
Sure, he has. He does it all the time. Just watches YouTube.
I'm so critical of myself that like I know it's not gonna be perfect, so I don't even do it.
That's fucked up because you're critical of yourself.
Very.
But you don't like your friends being critical of you,
No.
you asshole.
No, I don't.
God forbid Brent says something negative.
Because
It is funny. You're
I don't-
you're a perfectionist.
I don't need to hear it from someone else too. I hear it enough in my own head.
Well, every now and then
But I don't
you need to know that
no,
something sucks.
I don't need anyone to kiss my ass for sure. But
course.
there is constructive criticism.
Yeah.
And then
I
there's
have
just being like a dick to me.
No, I disagree because I have literally liked everything you've ever
know,
done
stop,
except one thing. No, I'm not stopping. The Death Among Heroes record that nobody got to hear was great. The Us and Them record that got zero push because it took you idiots a year to record
Well, it's more than
was
that, but
great.
Sure.
It's great. It was awesome.
More than that.
It was. I think it was slightly ahead of its time. I'm not saying it was the goddamn Beatles, but
People said it was too late.
I disagree. Everything you've done has been good except one
The Plague. I
Awful.
know.
Oh, I like
Awful.
And he I know. Some
That's it.
people
Well,
like
Mike spent a summer
hate it.
listening to the fucking Vampire Weekend and decided to put on a vest.
That's actually
and-
not why.
Bullshit.
I can explain why. Do you want me to explain why?
Yeah, I do because
Okay.
it's awful.
Yeah, but no one knows what I'm talking about.
It's really not awful.
doesn't matter.
It's really not awful. But any kind of distortion, like on my recording software, sucked. Sounded terrible. What sounded good was more of the clean stuff, more of that stuff. So I just wrote like that. That's all I had. Just like most people that do the rap stuff and everything like that, all they have is Fruity Loops, and so they just write a beat and they rap over it, they sing over it, or whatever.
And they're already a better musician than I am.
That's
period.
But I'm just saying that's what they have, so that's what they work with, that's what they come out with, that's what they like. So I just worked with what I had, and what I had was terrible gain on my guitar.
Hey, man.
Oh, we know what you're working with.
But here's my rebuttal to that. So when we were living together in Hollywood and we had no heat and it was just you and your shitty Gibson and my hard drive.
Yep.
And you would put a
still got
sock over the
Yep,
fucking
sock.
microphone to
External
get the
hard drive.
pops over it.
Yep.
Those were some of the greatest songs you ever wrote.
But okay, so whatever, it doesn't matter.
It does matter, Mike. You're proving my point.
I don't think it was the best I ever did, but I don't think it was shit.
I didn't like it.
And that's fine. That's what sucks about
No, it wasn't fine. But our friendship almost ended over that shit.
I did get on him one night because
Like a week before your wedding, you decided to throw a temper tantrum.
I did.
Angels and Airwaves sucks, but Blink is still cool.
Yeah, thank you. I hate Angels and Airwaves.
They got two good songs.
No, they don't. Feel So sucks. That song
Boxcar.
sucks.
That's
bud.
Boxcar Racer.
Same thing. It's Tom DeLonge.
No, it's
Same
Tom
thing.
No, Boxcar's really good.
Nope.
Boxcar's pretty
Travis
cool.
Barker's not in Angels and Airwaves.
Okay, well,
That's the only thing saving
all right.
Tom.
You know what? Bad opinion. Boxcar sucks. Angels and Airwaves sucks.
And the Plague sucks.
And The Plague sucks.
So why do you guys do music? Right, and don't answer yet. I'm going to tell you why I listen to music. Music hits you in weird ways.
Yes,
and
it
makes you
does.
think about certain things. So I worked on a tugboat for several years. Yeah, that's right, tugboat. And I wore headphones like this. And
I don't know why that's so funny.
Because Brent just thought about the wrestler.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Fucking tugboat. Rip. That guy's dead. Rip.
Man.
Anyways, go ahead. Go ahead. On the tugboat.
Third person.
And I have my earphones on, so the engine doesn't wreck my hearing for life. And I have headphones under that to make sure that I do wreck my hearing. And I'm playing and I'm listening to The Plague, and that's what I do. Out there, there's no phones, there's no computers, there's no whatever. It's just you and
So,
whatever
hold
music
on,
you brought
time
on your
out.
iPod.
It was a much different version.
I'm
of the
sorry to
Plague,
interrupt you, but you have headphones on.
No,
to
I had-
take the
I had
engine
earmuffs on.
engine noise away, but you're blasting music.
That was the joke.
Oh,
It was.
Yeah, you missed
was a
it.
joke. Yeah.
right over my
So-
head. False.
But like most music you listen to, it can take you instantly to somewhere.
Sure.
The Plague takes me right there.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it for that. Just like I like Jimmy Buffett for some weird reason. You guys probably hate Jimmy Buffett. Just any song you can pick. Same reason I love John Denver the way I do now, because it takes me directly to some point in
Yes,
time
dude.
where I love
Just not country roads.
not country roads.
Yeah.
Sunshine on My
There's a
Shoulder.
band, Alt J, and they take me right to Ireland for my honeymoon. And I don't really listen to them much. I just, whenever I like putting them on every once in a while because it takes me right to the honeymoon.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Do you have a band like that?
Yeah.
What band?
anything Vinny Caruana's ever done.
Yeah. You know what? And I respect that because he's not my favorite artist, but like I know that you love him, and that's fine.
Well, I can pinpoint.
His acoustic show was sick at your house, though.
Yeah, I mean, that was fine.
That was
and all,
great.
but I can go back to 2002 and pinpoint certain moments in my life where I was listening to a Movie Life song at this point.
Yeah.
And I was listening to an I'm the Avalanche song at this point. Mm-hmm. And then in 2019, the guy plays my basement.
Yeah.
It's just cool.
It was awesome. Wes,
4 days later, my wife left me.
Do you have a band? Like, do you have a band that like takes you back?
Dude, every song, every band takes me somewhere.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what's so great about it.
ZZ Top.
Yeah.
Hank Jr. Like ZZ Top instantly puts me in the front seat of my dad's 87 mile.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
7 District.
Well, that's like every time I go see Wes play acoustic, which I don't go very often, but if I'm in the area, I'll stop in and I'll get drunk and I'll be like, hey, play some fucking Singer, pussy. And like, he will play, Turn the Page. And I absolutely,
that is good.
I love Wes's version of Turn the Page, maybe more than Metallica's version of Turn the Page, which is, it's fine. They dumbed it down or whatever. But Bob Seger was my dad's absolute favorite artist of all time, and every time Wes sings it, I will take whatever's in my hand and pour a little bit out, and I'll shed a single tear, and then you go about your life. It's just certain songs put you in a certain mindset or a certain date and time.
That is a good little topic because like you had the one with the tugboat. Is there any other what other song? Is there any songs that take you to like a bad place?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. No, I'm not going to do that.
How bad are we
The wound's
talking?
too fresh.
Like I mean, it's like I almost can't listen to the song anymore.
Okay, I'll do that.
I have several.
The last song.
You do too.
I don't.
The last song on Reinventing Your Exit.
The last song on Reinventing. Oh, what song is it?
I wish I could remember the name, but right before the song gets freaking heavy, Aaron Gillespie goes, Jesus, I'm ready to come home.
Yeah.
I can't listen to that song anymore because it reminds me of my dad.
If you want to listen to, so I have songs that if I listen to, I have to decide before I click play.
Yeah.
Whether I'm ready to cry or not, or whether I'm ready to get mad.
Well, sometimes you need that,
and
though.
if you're not, I won't listen to it.
Okay, well,
But if I can, I will listen to
and I know this wound is still very open, but like, are there any like songs that your mom absolutely loved that if it pops up on random, you skip it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Sunshine on My Shoulder, John Denver. I mean, I can't listen
God.
to that song unless
When we set up
I am
those
ready to
speakers
cry.
at that church on that day,
you were there.
I cried my eyes out.
That was
I
a rough
cried.
day.
Yeah, he told me about
Eyes
that. I almost wish it could have
You
been
could
there.
hear that song a mile away.
In that church, it sounded so good.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I wish I
And
could
I
have
just
songs like that,
and I just
too.
thought of your mom's beautiful face and her perfect teeth and that big smile.
Yeah.
And it made me feel good. It actually it made me feel good. I'm sure it was sad for you and Elias.
Oh, it was
but
sad, it was sad for you too.
Of
Sure.
course.
sad
but, like,
for all of us.
But at the same time, I went, this is okay.
Nice.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
So I don't play that song unless I know I'm in a place where I can get emotional.
Yeah,
you know?
sure.
And that's what I'm talking about. It's not bad.
Yeah.
No, but it's real.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I was getting at.
I mean, but I think that's really nice and special to have like something like that at least. You know, like
There's a bunch like that, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a cool
Well, that's
little
the power of music. So what you guys hold is power over people, whether you realize it or not. And when
Right.
you write songs, and people are singing them back to you. That is amazing.
it's happened, but it's very seldom. But
You wrote a song
Dude,
like that.
What's even heavier to me is like not when they're singing it back, when the whole room goes completely silent.
Yeah,
That's
because they're
the,
reflecting
like-
on something.
Yeah,
Right.
everybody's
They're
locked
and you don't
into
get the
every
bar
word.
noise. They're not ordering drinks.
Dude, that's the
they're paying attention.
heaviness.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, like when you wrote this song for your dad, I thought that's like something I would want to do, and it's being a songwriter
Well,
as
it's
well.
ballsy too.
It's great because it's like you did it quick and you did it like right, and it was just a good song, and you did a video too, and it was just
That whole song, literally, like I leave Andrews Air Force Base and I hit 301 to Missouri Avenue, turn left on 381, all the way to Hughesville. I was turning left on 381 when it was a conversation. Like I was talking to myself as if he was sitting beside me.
Right.
And that whole song was lyrically was written by the time I got to the end of Gallant Green Road.
it's nuts.
Wow.
It's nuts.
It's weird. I just I don't have that songwriter thing in me. All the shit I've been through, I can't write a good song to save my life.
You can, but dude, it just like you have to just start. Because like I've definitely slowed down a lot because I've been working on stuff that I've already had, and it's like I start thinking about writing other ones, and I'm like where do I start? Like I start feeling like a normal little person that I can't even start. And it just happens without practice.
And a lot of times, I'm sure you feel the same way. Like a verse just comes out.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Okay,
melody
idea, sweet. And then you kind of, all right, well, the chorus can do this.
Yeah.
Well, then you're like, all right, what the hell's the second verse
Well,
gonna do?
do you ever open like Apple Notes? Like on your I got to remember this.
I go straight to my the voice recorder.
Okay,
dude, I have so many melodies.
Just like a melody.
There's like no words. It's just and it's like driving down the road or something stupid. I have so many of those, and you know what? When I start to write, I always forget to go there.
Well, like, and I don't want to bring up the past or anything, but like Miller. I mean, everybody knows at this point, but some of your greatest songs that you've written, and I use the word great loosely.
Yeah.
I mean, to our friends and to me,
they're great songs.
And they're great songs, but on the grand scheme of thing, nobody gives a shit what I'm saying. But
I give a shit.
When you fuck me for saying this, but when like all right, so way before you and Amanda were married,
Yeah.
some of the best songs you've written were when you guys were going through your trials and tribulations.
Sure.
They're
great.
The best songs
They're real.
are usually they come out of some tragedy or some heartbreak, whether it be a breakup or whether it be a death or whatever. Those are the best songs.
Well, because there's more
people want real.
Well, no, because there's more people going through that than being happy.
Everyone's going through something, and they want something
really
to
is.
relate to. And music is the easiest.
We like sad songs because it brings out an emotion.
Yeah.
and we love emotion. Whether
Well,
we
and
like to.
We don't love it.
Acknowledge it. No, we do. We
You
do.
need
I
it.
love
I don't
it.
love it. You require it almost.
Exactly.
You know?
Well, I love certain emotion. Let me straighten that out a little
Well,
bit.
it took me into like I'm 33 years old. It took me to be this old to be okay with riding a wave of emotions. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be mad. If you're sad, you don't have to run to the fucking therapist. You're allowed to be emotional.
Because life doesn't care.
You
No.
don't need medicine.
Huh?
You don't need medicine.
The best
You
medicine
need
is
to be
tears
sad.
streaming down your fucking face.
Yeah, and you know what? And you know what? Talking, because that's one thing I want to bring up is like that's why I'm happy we're doing this.
Yeah.
Because I know that you went through some stuff that I don't understand. You've went through some stuff that I don't understand, but I
at
do.
the same
but I'm
point,
saying
you're going through some shit.
I do
And when
too.
your son is born, you're going to be going through a lot of shit. You can cut this out if you want to, but you're going to be going through some shit that a lot of people will not understand.
I know, but what I'm saying is I'm glad that it was something that I could give. Like, that's why I'm so happy that we finally did it, is because I felt like I was giving us something to connect and talk and converse and bring out emotion, bring out this, bring laughter,
Right.
do whatever. And it feels good that it's been this good. Like, we've had a good time.
Right, and we're only on number 3. But that in full circle, I got full disclosure. I have lyrics written and recorded by Mike Miller tattooed on my chest.
He does.
Call me a fanboy if you want. But those lyrics when I was in my 20s. But I think that might be something pretty cool.
Sure.
I mean,
But you also
but the lyrics itself, that line.
wide awake and dreaming.
But what precedes wide awake and dreaming? This life is so deceiving.
Yes.
When you're wide awake and dreaming. That's a great line.
I was in a different place, dude.
Jacob-
Dark place.
Jacob has a great job.
Yes.
A great family, beautiful wife.
Yep.
The cutest kid I've ever seen on the planet, and he complains.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Not
what?
about home.
Not about home. Not about home.
Well,
About not being.
Oh, let him finish. Let him finish. Hold
Okay.
on.
Not about home, but
That he doesn't get to
right,
because of work.
right, work.
Yeah.
so I think that brings up the question that I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
Are you where you want to be now?
Yes.
Where would you be if you could be anywhere? Or what would you be doing? Maybe you guys can work.
There's so
better.
many factors, though.
I'm
there's
not
so
where
many
I wanna be.
factors.
I can tell you right now.
None of us are.
It's not. I love my wife. I love my kid. That's not the issue.
Of
But
course not.
Every day I wake up and I envision a life that I want.
But what's the life you want? Like boating around the Mediterranean and being rich? I don't
Well,
get
of
it.
course.
Well, yeah.
That's everybody.
But that's actually not.
But it's okay.
No.
It's okay with being okay with going to work, paying taxes, and providing for your family.
That's the
That's the
question.
American dream.
Should
And
you
Americans.
get in line and be okay with that?
Yeah.
Or should you be striving to get somewhere where you really want to be? Or change your mind and be happy with what you have.
I think the human brain does not know where it wants to be. To quote messed, but times change and minds rearrange, where it's like you don't know and minds rearrange.
Can you ask the question, Mike?
What?
Can you pull it up and ask the real question?
What's that?
What I'm trying to-
that's
I,
where
I want it to be framed correctly.
I'm just saying, you could wake up Monday morning and be like, oh, I want to do this, or Tuesday be like, oh, you know what? I think I want this. You never know what you really want.
Okay,
I think
I'm gonna
the
go.
answer is in the middle
Yes.
of what you're saying. I think the answer is you should be appreciative
Of what you have.
of what you have,
Even if it's a job, but it's providing.
what you have created at this point,
Yes.
even if it's shitty.
Yeah,
Like,
but at a certain point, you have to be okay with the bed you made.
But yes, and you do. Like, okay,
Rachel.
I took a wrong turn here. I took a wrong turn there. This is where I'm at.
I mean,
It could be worse.
it could,
It could be
no,
worse than
always.
whatever.
everybody in this room is okay.
But everybody should also be. There should always be something you're. All right.
Always.
Yes.
Yeah,
everything's
yeah.
Great,
Mike,
You know what? I
ask
want to
the
improve
question.
this part of my life.
So-
I'm gonna work on this.
Absolutely. You should always, dude. No one has nothing they should work on.
Complacency is not okay.
No, it kills you.
Yeah.
But the actual question that he asked was, do you ever think about the life you want and just keep thinking you will get there one day? And what are you doing to get there?
Well, that goes back to my
You
answer.
think it's just going to happen?
I think your mind changes too much.
I-
You don't know what you really
I think
want.
you're never, your brain tricks you into thinking you're never happy.
All right.
I do think that.
is the goal to be happy?
Yeah, well,
Okay. Secret time. And then I'm about to cut deep. All right. Every time you get into an argument with your wife, all three of you have done it. Okay. And you have these fucking pipe dreams or small fantasies of like, you know, if I was fucking single or, you know, like I would do this, and this. I'm going to tell you right now, being single is fucking awful. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
Your life is so much better having a family to provide for, no matter how stressful it is, no matter how many little shitty nagging little arguments you get into or whatever. Waking up with a purpose and serving it is way better than waking up alone in an 800 square foot apartment going, fuck, I have to go to work.
I hear you.
So
I hear
as
you.
shitty, look, I understand everybody wants being rich and not so much famous. Fuck being famous, but there's no shame whatsoever in working for a living, providing and giving your daughter, your son, your daughters and sons, your stepchildren the best they can get. That is your purpose. That is okay.
Do you have a
Well, I think
response,
that's
Liz?
your opinion.
No, that's 100% my opinion.
Yours.
I mean, I'm the guy going through divorce
You know what,
and all
Mia?
that shit, but
So my
you know-
daughter, sorry, Mike.
no, go ahead. You do.
My daughter Mia, she doesn't care about how much money I make. She doesn't
she
care
doesn't
where we
know
live.
any better than
Did you?
wants me.
Did you care about your dad
Nope.
and mother? How
Didn't
much
know,
money they
didn't care. She wants me to be there.
No.
That's
you know what?
my
No,
point.
I
Didn't care.
have to. So what I'm doing is trying to provide a life that I think she wants when she just wants me,
right.
Yeah,
right?
she does.
So that's my point. Am I trying to go out and make a bunch of money for some life that I think she wants, where she can have whatever she needs later in life, or should I just give her what she needs? Because I've seen people on the side of the road in Cambodia. I've been there, and they're poor, have no money, smiling, happy.
Yep.
You know why?
They don't know any
Holding
better.
hands with their daughter, and they're going to live in some mud shack, and it's just their family being family and living together.
Yeah.
So that's my point. There is honor in earning a good wage and providing for your family. But are you really doing your family the best service?
I give my dad a lot of crap a lot of times, like even when we're together and stuff like that. Just because when you grow up, you're kind of like a grown man yourself, and you kind of butt heads a little bit here and there. But then you're friends, and you butt heads, blah blah blah. But what a dad he really was when I was younger. The things he did, the time he spent playing on the floor with me. When I think about all the time like I have, I'm like, my brain freaks out every day when I get off work about what I should be doing. I got to do this. I got to do this. I only got this much time before bedtime. Blah blah blah. My dad spent it on the floor with me, or playing music for me, or he did everything for us kids. And honestly, he was fantastic dad, and I'm sure you guys have all experienced that as well. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
no
Like,
cell phone to distract him.
none.
Exactly.
That's another, yes,
I
absolutely.
have a problem with that.
We all do.
I get home, I look at my phone for some stupid reason. I'm just staring at it. I could be.
You can't help it, dude.
hang with my kid.
It's a drug. It is a drug.
So
It's releasing.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I know these people. This lady and my mom have been best friends since they were like 10. Okay, I call her my aunt. I call her husband my uncle. I won't say their names or whatever, but they have always had more money than they have ever needed. Ever. You know, he builds homes for a living. She, never really worked or worked here or worked there, but they were always well off.
Yeah.
And their kids always wore hand-me-downs. They never had anything frivolous. Now, I'm not saying that they had like a black and white TV in the fucking corner, but what I'm saying is that they didn't live in their tax bracket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like they got what they needed. Birthdays, Christmas, yeah, presents were cool or whatever, but they lived to have fun with each other. The family aspect, the having things that they needed were more important than the things that had a big price tag on it.
Yeah.
And now I look at these kids, and one lives in Austin, Texas, is like a fucking hippie pool guy doing whatever. The one backpacks around the
He's
world.
probably happy.
She's great.
Probably both happy.
The other one's a pharmacist doing great. And
Maybe, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, on the surface. But what I'm saying is they had an appreciation for needing more than wanting. You know what I'm saying? And I was always, let's be honest. I'm the baby of the family. I was spoiled. I have the greatest parents on the. I have the greatest parents on the planet. If I called my mom right now and be like, "Look, I need a hundo," she'd be like, "How about 2?"
Lori, we need some fucking ice.
So,
Mom, I need an ice machine in this basement.
let's get back to the crux of the question, and we can go around the table if you want and ask it. But so for me, my goals, I'm not going to get into it yet, but they all do revolve around not being single, or whatever. They revolve around me being with my family,
Yeah.
the place I want to be with them all the time.
All right, so where do I see myself in a perfect life, like a year from now?
What's your ideal tomorrow? You wake up. What's your ideal tomorrow?
Okay, my ideal tomorrow would be, obviously, I would think working for myself. So I am still working, but I would be doing like art in some form, which would be it would be painting, or it would be some woodwork, or it'd be whatever. And I had customers, and I had people.
Mike
to
likes
sell
working
to.
that wood.
But I do like, I like creating things the most. And that's why I do enjoy my job somewhat, is because I do like kind of create things, even if it's cylinders and squares the whole day, and make them fit. It's basically what I'm doing.
Does your dream require you to get filthy rich and then be able to do that, or change your mind about
I would
what
probably
makes you happy?
I would probably need to save up a little bit to get it started up. I don't know. That's tough,
Yeah,
dude.
you'd have to get rich or
Yeah.
change your mind about where you live, right?
Right.
You could do that in a trailer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right away.
So you have to make that decision.
Cutting trees up, cutting slabs up.
I think
But, yeah,
rich in wealth is a mind state. It's a state of mind more than what you read on a bank statement. It's what you can. I mean, some people have nothing, like you said, and are completely happy.
So happy.
It doesn't matter how many zeros you see weekly or whatever. No, I mean, for me, of course, I'd love to be rich, and that'd be great or whatever. But if I could, like, I don't know, make a little bit more money at what I'm doing, and I make good money,
It wouldn't change anything.
it would
Unless
change
your
me.
brain has been changed. The little bit of money.
I'm okay with going to work for 40 hours a week. I don't
We need you out there.
I don't need to wake up and make a pot of coffee and go get in a hammock and read fucking Orson Welles. I don't need that shit.
Orson Welles. Ooh.
I like going to work, and I like providing, which I mean, it's just me and my dog.
Yeah.
I mean, he eats. He ain't hungry.
So let me go back then. My dream involves me doing something over the next several years that puts me in that position. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I didn't really build that into the.
Yeah,
to what
that would help.
I know that's what it takes. My dream requires me to be filthy rich. I get that. Or completely change my mind and my family's mind and live, in a tent in the woods. We can't do that.
Well, that's true. People
Heather
like
ain't
to
going off the grid, baby.
Absolutely not.
Your ideal life. Most people just spread out, like they spread it out and eventually get to it. Like that's retirement, basically. And
I
right?
know,
But they wait too long. You want that early.
A little bit of fun every weekend. I hate the weekend warrior lifestyle. I hate it. That's why I love being a merchant mariner for a couple years. I did that. I mean, I worked a month on, month off, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off.
But you were at home.
And then you play.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 weeks straight. Nothing.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty great.
I think we're pre-programmed to do what we're doing, and it's never going to change. And I think you should just...
Well, it could change, but
I think... Like you and I had this conversation a few years ago about federal income tax and how it's a joke and how it shouldn't be a thing.
Well, it wasn't a thing.
Right.
Like 1914 or maybe that's wrong. Google it.
Like
whatever.
World War I or whatever.
It was somewhere around there. 1913, 14, whatever. In federal income tax. All of a sudden, now it's normal because we grew up with it. Just
Right.
like Social Security.
Right.
That wasn't always a thing. It just...
That we'll never see. That'll be dried up by then.
Well... That's because it shouldn't exist.
Death and taxes.
Well, it's just like your theory on treating and not curing. They're keeping people going to the doctors monthly, pills, whatever, and people are living longer with ailments that they can already be over. Yeah.
That is another reason that if the coronavirus comes over here,
Christ.
If the coronavirus comes over here, it'll spread so fast because of how like people don't want to go to the hospital because of how much it costs.
Dude, Pfizer wants that to be here
We
yesterday.
already had it here. I'm pretty sure like 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, it's called the flu.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, the flu is much worse
Hold on,
right
we're
now
getting way off.
in the U.S., killing more people. But anyways, yeah, because of the hospital bills.
So that's what you want to do.
What?
It requires some money, right, to get where you want to be.
Dude, one trip to Lowe's, yeah, it's expensive.
No, but you have to sustain. You have to
Fucking
pay your-
this old house.
Well, exactly. Got to sell stuff.
So you have to pay off your house
Dude,
first, and then you
I
can do
have
that?
so many ideas. I do think about this all day. I think about little things that I could do or make or create or do something. Like
That means
that's what
you're
I
not
think
happy,
about
by
all
the way.
day.
If you're thinking of
Sure.
ways to get out of your current situation,
Sure.
that you're not exactly happy with
I'm
what
not
you're
exactly happy, but I do enjoy my job because it is creative at
doing. But
the
you're
very
thinking of
least.
ways to get out of it.
No, who doesn't think of it?
Well,
We're always
the guy that's happy doing what he's doing.
How many
That's the
people
guy.
do you know that are just like, yes, I woke up again? Nobody.
Then what are
I'm
we
pretty
doing
happy
as
I
a
woke up.
society?
You
That's
know what
my
I'm
whole
saying,
point.
though?
yeah.
If you could wake up and sing every day in a band and make all the money you wanted, would that make you happy? Or would you be up there singing, thinking
I don't
of
think
ways
so.
to go
No,
widget-
I don't think
it
so.
wouldn't. Some of the,
All right.
like,
Oh, you're
some-
up.
Okay.
What's your, tomorrow? You're perfect tomorrow.
And I'm gonna bring this up, and me and Mike have had this debate a million times over the last 10, 20 years or whatever.
What is it?
Kurt Cobain,
Oh,
rich as fuck, started a revolution,
brain was what it was.
shot and killed himself.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah. But the question is, what do you want to do?
Yeah, what do you?
I don't-
You wake up
Everyone knows
tomorrow-
that the richest people on earth are still miserable.
Then what's your point?
No, he's just asking like, what do you?
What I want? I don't know. I don't know what I want to be
And
when
that's
I
a
grow up.
fine
And I'm
question.
33 years old. I do not know what would make me happy when I woke up. I don't know.
The point is, how do I maximize my best time with my favorite people?
Right.
Right.
Of course,
And I spend
everybody wants to be around
most
whoever
of
they
my
want to be
waking
around. But
Hours I spend with people I don't want to be around.
Yeah, yes.
That's my point.
They force
not
you
that
to
I
be.
don't like my
They
life.
force you to be together in this little.
I guess
box.
that's the great debate. But
Hey, Tom.
yeah, you think I want to go talk to every day who smells like cigarettes? No, he's a nice guy.
So
but
what are
no,
we
I shouldn't have said his real name. Dealey. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Your point, maybe it's because of my mindset and what I'm going through, but your point is completely moot.
Working
the whole
hard
thing is
or
moot.
hardly working.
Oh no! If you do what me and Jake do for a living, you are hardly working.
Yeah.
I disagree with you completely. I work
off.
my ass off every day. And if
Well-
you don't believe me, you can come on by and I'll show you.
No, I like. I'm not trying
I am
to
right
throw.
now too.
I-
I have my low times, but like this is high tide right now.
Most of my stuff is really managing people. And
Yeah.
they're the hardest thing to manage. The work is not.
Yeah,
that
but you know
hard.
how hard it is to manage people across an ocean? Most of my day is just waiting on emails from people that I've never met.
That is weird.
I think there's like two parts to it.
Okay.
Like if I could wake up tomorrow and be Zach Brown, not Zach Brown, just a musician. Like I am a huge Zach Brown fan from everything before this last shit bomb of an album.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Everything before that, I
Never
love
listened.
it. But
It's pop album.
Zach owns 7 different companies. And he's not making money off any of the rest of them besides the band. It's just him creating his ideas and facilitating them.
Right.
Which is exactly. I have so many ideas for so many things.
You think about it all day?
All the time.
Same.
I tell Jamie all the time. I'm like, if I had the time and money to create half of this shit,
Yeah.
like we could get so much.
I love that because that's
And
what I do too. I think everyone should be
Yeah.
thinking all day. And honestly, I thought about starting like a little group of like, let's create something. Let's
So
invent something.
your discomfort, your unhappiness with your day to day is the root of invention, right? It
is pressure
Only because I want
creates diamonds.
I want to do more, and not even like all the other stuff is not for my own personal gain.
You're
It's
not
for
fulfilled
money.
every day,
Yeah, yeah.
right? You're
I
not
just-
being fulfilled. And that's what we're
Yeah.
really talking about. How do you get
Exactly.
fulfilled?
What?
Maybe I should have
Now,
posed the question better.
The other side of that is, at 18 years old, Zach got in a van and just spent 15 years
that's-
driving his ass
That's
off.
the part is like the ignorance of being young.
Yeah.
When you don't think about all those things, oh man, that's where it really happens.
Yeah.
And
And
that's what we're
you gotta
missing.
You
do.
have
We're
to be
thinking-
okay
We're thinking
with
too
that,
hard.
though.
We're thinking too hard.
Well, you have to be okay with riding around in a van, like Wes said, eating other people's peanut butter and smelling other people's farts.
Yeah.
You have to be okay with that.
And I did it, but it was with a pop punk
yeah.
band.
No, motherfucker.
obviously wasn't gonna take over the world.
No. False.
What?
You
It's RV.
motherfuckers
Okay,
were in an
whatever.
RV.
I still had to
and
take
every
showers.
venue you pulled up to, everybody went, okay.
I still had to take
Okay.
showers with a
These
gallon of
fucking
water
guys.
I bought in Walmart in my swimming trunks
Just,
like
I'm
this.
just, I'm just saying in general.
Okay.
Back to Wes.
well, he brought
So
up
I'm not
fucking
in.
prima
I'm not in a
donnas.
position to do that.
Right.
At this point, like, at 18, did I know that's what I would want 20 years from now?
Well, when you were 35 playing drums for One Too Many, I don't think you were in a position.
He was not 35.
That's a joke.
But Wes brings up a great point. He's talking about being fulfilled, and
Right.
that is what I'm actually trying to get at. What would make you be fulfilled every day?
I don't think you can answer that question because it's going to change every day.
No. Fulfilled would be like doing what you love every day.
Yeah, but
And being
you
with
can
who
be
you
fulfilled one day and go, I want to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, you will be unfulfilled eventually because
Yes.
that the tank runs dry eventually.
Oh, it always does.
And I get that. And that's why that question is kinda
Unless
like
you have a Dan
can't answer
Snyder
it.
super yacht, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
I'd be happy.
I'd sit back there and complain.
Yeah, because Jerry Jones's yacht's bigger.
I don't care about that. All right, Wes, sorry, buddy. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I think the other side of that is just like everything it took for him to get to the point. I mean, he just lucked out. Chicken Fried blew up. It was all.
Which
It got
not
a whole
not
lot
my jam,
easier.
but that's a great song.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that every
perfect.
cover band knows it,
Yeah.
tells you. Like,
Okay, that's
why
another
it's a
point is
banger.
when a band starts covering your song that you wrote, you made it.
Yeah.
Think about that for a second.
Oh, yeah?
Who said that? Was that you, Bane? Did you say that one time?
Okay, yeah. Tell the
That,
guys
like-
from Goldfinger that while they're fucking broke.
Red balloon. Well, like writing a book, writing a song, it's winner take all. There's so many bands.
It's hard.
Less
Because-
than 0.5% or anyone's ever heard of.
It gets hard because
it's winner
everyone-
take all business.
everyone
it's
is-
the toughest
is-
there is.
Making things so perfect now, like you have to like.
Well, that's your problem.
I mean,
At
yeah,
this
sure.
point in my
You
life,
have the worst problem with
Because
that.
I listen to too much. I'm not like focusing on one. Like if I focused on like pop punk, right, it wouldn't have to be so perfect. But I focus on so many styles of music that I know that the topper, like the higher ones, the ones that really make it, are so perfect. And so yeah, it does affect me, and maybe bad ways or good. I don't know. But yeah, I take things way too seriously and try to make everything way too perfect.
on this last Pretty Mean record,
Yeah,
how many tracks
are on it.
Oh my God,
I mean-
countless tracks.
Horns,
Fucking guitars, just everything. How many, like 11 or 12 of a song?
Well, that's nothing. 11 or 12.
Well, then fuck me. I don't know.
The vocals.
I
alone
record
are-
a song. There's 2 tracks. Me and the band.
Vocals alone are. The vocals alone on some of them tracks are probably 9, 8 or 9.
And you don't.
But they're usually like backups are like usually 3 and then usually double
What are you?
vocals.
What are you in? Yes. Are there 13 people in your band?
You
I don't
double.
understand.
You always double vocals in the chorus. Verses usually 1, then you got a harmony, and then I usually do a low.
Fucking Steely Dan over here.
Whatever, dude. You know what? At the end of the day, like I'll play samples live too because I don't give a fuck because I'm trying to give you the best show you can, and I can't pay.
You'll
I
never
can't pay other musicians to be there.
You'll
so
never
I'm
hear
gonna
me
give you
complain about a
backup.
backtrack.
No, because you know what? Like not everyone everyone even knows how to do it, and they'll talk shit even still. And they don't.
Hey,
I'll spill this beer over it. I will. I will spill it over it.
Damn it. Well, no. And full circle into the cover band thing.
Yeah.
Nobody. I mean, Wes and them had Wes. Yeah, you did just pour your beer out, you fucking moron. So Wes and them. I mean, you guys played for so long that you actually had a group of people that would go to a lot of your shows and come see you. And I did
Thank
that.
you, Bane.
I mean, when you guys were doing the Southern Maryland circuit for a decade, I was a part of that in my early 20s. But now, when you're in a cover band, you have to realize you're background noise. People go to the bars to get drunk. You are not a destination. You are singing other people's songs.
I would go to see their band. That's the only reason I'd go. Just like if your band's there, I'm going to see you.
That's because we're friends. That's because we're friends.
That may be true, but that is why. But if there was a good cover band, I would
You can go down 3 Notch Road right now, and there are 6 bands at 6 bars that you
I don't think
give
they're
a
good, though.
fuck about. My band's not good. That's what I'm saying.
I'm still
To who?
It's in
sure
the eye of the beholder. And
I'm sure I
with you
can come
being
out-
a musician, you're going to pick it apart. And me being an asshole, I'm going to pick it apart.
Me being the guy looking for a good time, I'm going to love it.
That's my point. We're background noise.
Brent, see, he thinks
What?
I'm like that, but if I came and saw him, I'd probably have a great time. Like I always have.
Motherfucker, you are the
When
king.
have I ever been?
You are the king of standing in front of somebody with your arms crossed.
And why is that bad? I can't help it. I don't dance. I'm sorry. I don't dance.
You're Judgy McJudgerson.
I'm just watching.
You're an asshole.
You're
I'm just
discounting.
watching.
You're discounting that you guys have a real talent and a real appeal.
Thank
You're
you.
discounting it. Don't do that.
No,
It's good.
I'm not discounting anything. I'm a realist. Just when like when Mike was in the cover band, or excuse me, in the original bands, whether it was pop punk, whether it was Us and Them, whether it was Plague, whether it's Pretty Mean. You don't think there's a fucking reggae rock band 20 miles away doing the exact same thing? You're stupid if you don't.
Well, yeah.
What? I
didn't go to see them.
For me, like, I didn't care what Miller did when he came in.
Right.
Because when people that I know come in, when my friends come in, it's cool. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you coming out.
Yeah.
My job tonight
It's to make it.
is to reel in all these. I know why you're here.
Yeah.
Because you're my boy. I appreciate you.
Right.
Like,
That's one way
I
to
know
look
what-
at it. That's actually
I know
a better
what
way to
song-
look at it.
I know what songs you like. I'm going to get them.
Take care of them.
But my job tonight is to reel in these 50, 100, 300, 500,
just
however
came
many
to
hundred
party.
people.
You got to focus on them.
Yes.
Kind of
I'm
worried
gonna
about
reel
what Janice
these
wants to hear.
That's why it's a job.
and that's also what changed my mind about the whole cover
Barbell.
band thing. Like, it's not about the song; it's about
It's a
being able
different
to-
job.
being
I
able
might
to
even be
You
like
know your
that.
place.
Yeah, it is
You know
a
your
job.
place.
grab a crowd,
Dude.
create an energy, and own the room
But
at any point in time.
That took an actual talent because he would actually like write the next set right before they went on. Our set was written before.
Yeah, 3 days before.
Yeah, it's like, but he would change it up then, like right then. He's like, all right, these are the people that are here.
For the crowd.
Yeah, but
haven't
that's being
written
a
a set
trusty
list.
veteran too.
I haven't written a set list since 2016.
Right.
You go off the vibe of the crowd.
But yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He rips.
But that's
it's
me also being lucky enough to have dudes that I can just call it, look at it.
Well,
I can
you could
turn
say
it.
luck, but you could also say you run on a tight ship, and these guys got to be able to.
That's
play whatever
also
I
the
say.
best part about not having a backtrack is because he can just do that.
Right.
He can just pull up whatever song and it's nothing computer
Yeah.
wise.
So when you guys play,
So you're saying you have a crutch.
Oh, you have a no. It's not a crutch. It's like you have to stick to this.
The program.
You know, like it stick
If
to the
everyone
program.
says play that song again,
You're like,
everyone.
Well,
in
let's
the
go
whole
back to
bar,
this.
Which
Like,
would be stupid. You have to put. you
it's
can't.
a lot of work, and it takes some talent to actually and a lot of work to just set up backtracks and play to them and do this. But yeah, there's something great about just being able to just, I'm going to play this song now. I'm going to play this song now. Hey, I'm going to run this for a few bars. Come in on this chorus.
You guys sounded great.
Yeah.
But that was my
It was just missing.
that was my I don't know what the
critique?
word is, but that was my
Issue?
that was my issue with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is because for me, like, I love the fact that somebody could I would hear randomly somebody just say Wu-Tang, and we're in the middle of a song, and I just start rapping Triumph. And those people would lose their mind. Like, oh
Yeah,
my
well,
God.
oh, you know what? Everyone in the band would lose their mind if I just started singing Wu-Tang in the middle of a song.
Well, and not to bring it full circle, but like if Wes is playing on a random Wednesday at Hills and my fat ass walks through the door, I guarantee in 4 songs
He's gonna play a song you want to hear.
he's gonna play Turn the Page. And that's kind of
and
tight.
I've given Wes daps plenty of times, even at Vinny's wedding, about we were watching like Naked or something. But I remember we were just like off in our own little section talking, and I remember giving him daps on like how daps.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that
Daps, bro.
means. I remember seeing.
Speaking of great cover bands,
I was giving him
Naked's
daps
the
because
shit.
yeah, but I was giving him I know I love them too, but like I was giving him daps just because of how much he could command an audience and the way he could keep the party rolling and the way it's I've done it, but I've never done it that good, and I understand what it takes to be that good, and that was just different level. That's all it was.
So I got another question for Wes. Since so the last official No Green show was New Year's, yeah? Was that it? Or was it October?
November 2nd.
November, okay. Pardon me, I fucked up twice. How many aspiring...
Dollars did you make?
No. I don't want to know figures because I know what those motherfucking crooks quoted me to play my wedding, and I told them to kick rocks. But
Dude, fuck all those people, by the way.
no, I'm talking about Wes.
Wes, you know what? By the way, somebody told me, I don't remember who it was, but they were talking about when you had Vinny in your basement, and you told them, well, yeah, I mean, he's fucking cheaper than Wes Rice.
No, it's 100% true.
Yeah.
It was 100% true. I got my idol.
And he wasn't cheap.
My absolute favorite singer-songwriter of all time played my basement.
Vinny
Caruana played my basement.
His best friend's name too.
I paid for his rental car, his hotel,
Good friend.
and his and his flat fee was cheaper than getting Wes Rice to play. And he came from Brooklyn. But
Also original band.
yeah, but that speaks to Wes and his reputation
what he
and all the work
demands.
that he put in.
Yeah.
But it was just funny to me that it cost me like $1,500. And when I got married in 2013, Wes was like, "Yeah, we'll do your wedding for like $5,000." Like I was like,
What?
What?
Well, why not?
No.
Because guess what? If you don't pay him that, somebody else will that same day.
And that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so
Hold on.
I'm not making that up. You told me 5 G's.
Was I hammered?
Maybe, but you
Weren't you
literally
at the wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember hanging
was
out with you
there.
and your wife.
No.
in,
Yeah, but
Swan Point.
So maybe it wasn't
Clubhouse.
5, and maybe it was half off. But my
Pretty
mom,
sure usually
my
it's
mom
3,
will
right?
corroborate the story. It was either 5 or 25.
Whoa. Jake, what did he say?
Corroborate?
Corroborate. It's just corroborate. What's the word I'm looking for?
Corroborate?
Corroborate.
Corroborate.
This segment
That
brought
was
to you by
fun.
Kentucky Straight Bourbon.
That was fun, dude.
Corroborate.
Corroborate.
No W's. 2 R's.
Either way.
My mom will corroborate.
No, but y'all motherfuckers wanted $5,000.
What year did you get married?
13.
Wes, you should like $3,000, right? That would have been $3,000, right?
I actually have a good question
It was
about that.
probably at
Think about
in
it. Think about it.
2013 at $2,500. Just so you know, like right off the top, our agent was going to get 15% of that.
Yeah.
That piece of shit.
I didn't sign. Hey, look.
Thank
It's
you.
not my
I'm just-
fault that
thank
Gary booked
you.
your shows.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Fuck that guy.
And then by the time we paid the sound guy, like I realized it sounds like a dick price, but at the end of the day, like
5K.
we weren't bringing that much home.
Okay.
Wes,
Well,
Wes.
fuck you very much because the last show I did in fucking Kings of the Weekend,
$100.
2 hours away. 2 hours away. We were in Anne Arundel County. Got there at, 7 to set up, right? Yeah. Closed the bar down. You're loading the van up at 2 a.m. I made $38. Fucking $2,500.
So you lost
This
a lot of money.
fucking guy.
You know what, though?
No,
Your
I do
agent
it.
sucks.
No, you can fucking call Mike Nemo's punk ass in California. And that's why he's giving away free money. Asshole.
I have a question.
Should we call him? We
Yeah,
can
call him right now.
All right,
I got
I'll call
it.
him.
I don't know who that is, but can I ask a question?
Yeah.
All right. If someone asks you to play their wedding or their
Right.
backyard party or whatever, do you feel like you're no longer a part of the friends? Like you can't
It's
hang
hard.
out?
It's
Or
hard.
do you feel like you're the help, the hired help? You know what I'm saying?
It's hard because, like, yeah, you have a job to do, and it's like you can't be just getting wasted, and you can't be hanging.
But do you feel like lower than everyone or no?
No.
All right,
Oh,
good.
No, I
feel great.
I absolutely take weddings to the extreme. Like,
But do you feel like
I want it to be so?
you weren't invited to the wedding? You know what I'm saying?
No,
Or
I'm-
you're not
I-
a guest.
No, I feel very privileged
Okay.
That I,
Good.
Like,
That's a
and
good way to look at
and
it.
I wanted,
Yeah, ask him.
like, I wanted to be spot on.
I was hoping that was the answer.
That's the last.
What do you want
That's
me
the
to say?
last event where you
He's on
can
the fucking air.
mess anything up. You know what I mean? Especially when,
Are we
like,
gonna be
we've
able to
had
hear
some
it?
where we played the first dance.
Will he be able to hear us if he picks up?
I think you said you could hear us.
Who is this?
It's Nemo.
I don't know who that is.
You want to leave a voicemail?
I'm gonna.
Okay.
It's only 6:41 there.
Yeah.
Hi, you've reached the voicemail of Michael Neiman. I cannot get to my phone right now, but please leave me your name and number, and I'll get back to you.
Yeah. Hang up.
Thanks. Bye.
Hang up.
Be plugged in here.
At the tone,
Just hang up
please
and then
record
plug
your
in my phone.
message.
Leave a message.
Hey, it's a long day living in the valley. Pick up the fucking phone and call me back. Love you.
Hey.
All right. Well, that's done.
All right. Hey, do you think we all know what to do now when the phone doesn't pick up? Do we still need that lady telling us so we have to leave? That's like 2001 or something. When is that going to go away?
You know what irritates me, and this is a double negative because I never leave a greeting, but leave a greeting. I like having the reassurance that I'm calling the right person, even though I'm calling the right person.
I agree. Hi, this is Brent. Then stop.
Dude,
We don't need the robot. Tell us what to do.
I called you before we went on the air.
I don't even know what it says, man.
And I called you, right? And I talked to you, and then when I hung up, I was like, that was fucking weird. I was like, we don't ever talk on the phone. And I told them that.
I called Brent. I think that was the first time we've ever talked.
I know, but
You're
like,
absolutely right.
but at the same time, think about how much time that saved because it wasn't texting. Dude,
I was pulling in your
I was like, that's pretty nice.
I
was-
get jealous.
I told them that. I was like, that was nice. I was like, it was quick.
It was
It was done.
I wasn't texting on purpose.
Emotion
I
was
said, I'll be
conveyed.
there, and if anyone wants to talk to me, they can call me. I called Brent right away, right? I said, there's no way we can work this out on text.
Yep.
So I called Brent, and we talked on the phone.
Yeah, I was salty.
Yeah, you were.
Well,
Grown
You didn't
folk
need to be
talk
that
grown
salty.
folk.
You didn't need to be that salty.
I kind of wish like like Vinny and Critter, they talk on the phone all the time for hours upon end.
That's so weird.
I kind of wish I had that with anybody.
I mean,
I don't talk on the phone to anybody. Who do you
I
talk
remember
to,
when
Bane? Nobody? All right.
I remember I first got a cell phone, and I thought,
Ruth.
I will
Ruth
never
Bell.
text anyone.
Ruth Bane.
Bane. Oh God.
Do you guys remember that?
What?
You had a phone, you were like, I remember saying, I'm never going to text. That's ridiculous.
No,
If you wanna
because
talk
it was
to me,
10
you'll call.
cents.
If not, we don't need to talk. And
But
then
I-
I started text.
Dude.
You guys want to
Texting
make a
was-
pact?
Texting.
Because I've been thinking about this a lot lately.
Cutting off texting and calling.
No. I want to get rid of the smartphone. I want to go back to the flip and dial.
Well, there's the Flip Razor now. That's like a touchscreen.
Do I get
Nope,
to carry
nope,
a
nope.
computer around with me?
I mean, what do you need it for? Porn?
No. Email, man.
Okay. Well,
Email? If
My
you're not
phone
at
gives
work,
me the freedom
It's-
to be a lot
hold
of
up,
places
hold up,
that,
hold
are-
up.
that aren't work.
is porn good or bad?
It's bad.
And why?
it's bad and good.
Okay. So let me hear your.
All right. Hey, let's start episode 3, part B.
So
Right.
here's
good or bad.
here's my outlook on porno.
It's bad.
No, Jacob, shut your Christian mouth.
No, we got to think bigger and more universally.
No
So
matter where you go.
Mike has made this point to me before, where your spouse, your significant other, will never ever live up to whatever you're watching on the
She'll
screen.
live up to it, but she won't go
All right.
that far.
Right.
As
So,
to be a.
My point is, if you make it an event, it's not good. But if you're and what I mean by making it an event is if you just run a marathon and you're just clicking on every little thumbnail, watching all the porn,
Shoo.
and it takes you an hour to bust a nut.
Shoo.
Yeah, that's not good.
In your
But-
scenario, porn exists. I thought we were talking about whether it's bad or good. You're just saying porn is there.
I'm
and we're
getting to the point.
Okay.
That's not good. Your brain, your body needs dopamine. And when you bust a nut, you get a huge rush of dopamine. Huge. And if it's quick, you won't have that like Jacker's remorse where you're like, I feel like a piece of shit. So if you just pull up like some titties
We just got our E rating on.
or like
we almost had a good.
We almost had it with
or like we all have that 1 or 2 or 3 videos that we've watched for 10 years. Where
10
you know,
years?
We don't.
Oh,
Can you
We all
name
don't.
it?
I don't.
Can you name it? Can you name one?
No. Or maybe not 10 years.
It's
but
illegal.
You know what I'm saying is where
dude.
we all have our like few favorite actresses or whatever.
No.
Again,
Wes,
We-
somebody help me here. I'm not a degenerate.
I mean,
you know, for me,
obviously, I'm with you. Obviously, I've watched.
I've got a problem.
But to me, watching porn is usually like McDonald's, to where like I'm like, yeah, and then afterwards I'm like,
fish fillet.
Not for
Wasn't
me.
real fish.
the video will stop, the screen turns black.
I want to go to Taco Bell next.
The screen turns black, and
I'll
then
say
you,
this.
you see
There's
yourself in the reflection.
probably-
You're like, oh,
I don't know why my mic sounds all weird now, but
It doesn't.
it doesn't.
there's I'm sure I could find it somewhere. There's a Ashland Gear Peter North scene that could probably get it done.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
And it's from like 94.
I'm almost mad that I know
And
who
he's
Peter
just
North
throwing
is.
ropes.
I don't care about him, dude. It's her. Like
Where did I
that Ashland
start?
Gear, that was my.
This is
Oh,
after
really?
hour
That's my
session.
girl in the
She
day.
94. She had full bush.
No,
No bush. All right.
no.
Can't stand bush. It smells like a
I mean,
turtle tank.
I asked if it was good or bad and why, but I didn't ask for.
Then
Like,
it turned into like our favorite
I
porn
didn't,
scene.
I didn't ask for 92 All Stars.
The dream team.
ESPN.
That is funny.
But yeah, no, yeah.
And starting at shooting guard number 23.
Peter North.
From downtown.
He's heating
Real
up.
story. There was a girl that used to hang out at Big Dog's Paradise. I'm sure y'all know her.
Huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Say what now? What was she doing at Big Dogs?
She used to hang out there.
Oh, she didn't work there?
Nope.
All right.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
Wes. Wes is kind of looking at me funny.
Never heard of her.
Didn't even say a name.
I'm not gonna go any farther, but yeah, porn star, famous.
Oh, are you talking about Missy Stone?
Oh, now you know her. Yeah, I was. But
She had old snaggletooth. I remember her.
Missy Stone worked at Big Dogs.
No, she used
she
to
hung
hang
out at Big Dog. She's from.
She's
here.
local. Yeah.
No,
I worked at
I-
Outback Steakhouse for all I know.
I do
No,
remember.
she used to work at Olive Garden down the park, though. I know that for a
5-hour
fact.
shifts, man. Too hard.
Hey, how am I
been here
supposed to
since
make money
11.
sucking dick and serving ravioli?
My God. Unlimited breadsticks.
Yeah, unlimited BBC.
Is this the after hours?
I do.
I gotta tell my dad when to stop listening. All right?
I'll go to church on
You're
Sunday.
a grown
We're fine.
man. I do remember that happening.
You're a grown man.
You're a grown man.
Now-
My dad.
Brent just said he'll go to church on Sunday.
I'd be scared of your dad too.
So
Actually,
it seems like maybe now's a
I
good
actually am.
time.
Can we stop?
Reroute of this train.
I didn't bring up Missy Stone. Jake did.
I remember when that happened
never mind.
because she definitely
Can't even go
cried at the THD finale show, which was a nobody band, and
Is that what she went? Fuck! I got to do porn now.
and then suddenly, yeah, that happened. I was like, all right, well, that's a thing.
thought I was gonna be this guy's cherry pie.
And the only reason I knew that was because a guy that I knew that started with an R and ended with an icky etter banged her.
That's the funniest thing you've ever said in your life.
He said Bangner.
He's still tall.
That was funny.
And he was like, hey, she's doing porn now. And I was like, yep, that's her.
Now or did you start it? All right.
Anyway, the icky etter.
Funny. So to answer your question, if I had to guess, I would say that girl that you're talking about is probably not in a good place right now. It's like right?
Perfect. Not mentally.
I
No
have to
way.
guess.
Did she have a twin
So
sister?
the answer is it's not good.
What, porn?
Yeah.
It's good for me if I can fire off a couple knuckle children in the toilet before I wash up.
I think it ruins your like
Toilet.
motives, your
Yeah, you fire it off and get in
ambition.
the shower and forget about your sins.
I don't know, man. You know how I feel about it.
It's not how they wash you away, bro. It's not how you wash away your sins.
Down the drain.
Oh, I'm Catholic. When I'm about to die, I can just go, whoops, and I'm in heaven.
Hey,
how
I'm
it
sorry.
works.
Wow.
Hey, I'm sorry about this. Can I come in?
Oh, what's that R word? Oh, yeah, repent. Maybe.
Oh man.
That's not one for Catholic. We're talking about penance.
Oh, whatever it is.
In big trouble, but
You're thinking about hell.
Repentance.
yeah.
Anyways, let's get off the porn subject.
Good.
It starts with an R and ends with an icky header.
Banger.
Anyways, what is something you're good at but you hate doing?
Jacking off.
Who didn't know that was coming?
Alley-oop. Slam dunk.
Yeah. Billy
He's
Hoyle
heating
finally dunks one.
Kobe.
I was trying
Kobe.
Stop it! I'm crying again. God. Stop. I don't want to do this.
Something you're good at, but you don't want to do? I mean,
I'm trying to get serious.
Jake's would be going to work. I hate everything.
don't want to do it. It ain't that bad.
God.
I
was trying to get us away from. Okay, sorry. Me, it would be. I don't know. I can't stop.
Something you're good at, but you hate doing.
But you hate doing.
Yeah, semi-charm kind of life.
Waking up,
Wonderwall.
real good at it.
Waking up.
Don't say
Wow,
that.
that's pretty good.
That's dark.
Pretty good.
Waking up.
What was that? Bane's telling me something. Hold on, guys.
Are we running out of time again?
No, he wants you to check your phone.
Oh.
Well,
Sorry.
we can't all check it. We have to. Someone else has to do something that makes it seem like we're not doing all checking your phone right now.
Sorry, I have my notes up because I'm totally going off of them right now. This whole
Did we
time.
make it to the end of the show notes?
Yeah, we're close.
We did?
Yeah, we're close.
All right. So what's something you're good at but
Yeah.
you hate? Wes?
Semi-charm life.
Besides that,
Yeah, I mean,
is it covers?
that was it.
Is it covers now? No.
So seriously,
You probably enjoy doing that a little bit because to me the build up to playing a cover show sucks, but when you actually play it and you're in the middle of it, it's pretty fun.
Absolutely.
Right?
I hate practice. Like
Learning the song.
Yeah, yeah.
practice.
Learning the songs. We're talking about
Aaron McKee's at home
Hey, yeah.
having a cookout with his kids. We're talking about practice.
That was always my thing. I always hated practice. Because I just wanted to just like, let's just do it. Like, we all know
the songs, right?
I'm actually with you.
It's 4 chords.
Why do we got to be here? Why do we have to be here?
Same
standing
thing in
here,
sports.
watching each other.
Let's play
do
the
this?
game.
Yeah, let's go.
scrimmage. Let's at least do something. I'm not doing these drills
Yeah.
anymore. I hate it. Let's
So,
play.
Wes, was that a real conversation that you had to have with your wife though, where, or maybe not your wife, but not your family, your wife with Jamie, where you're like, look, I want to spend more time with Cohen. I want to spend more time with Carly. You know, Des has already graduated, this, that, and the other. But, you know, we're going to be walking away from thousands and thousands of extra dollars a year. Where was that a concern at all? Where were you living outside of your means where you're like, we have to keep doing this?
No. Once we got into, I actually told the guys in January of 19 that Halloween was going to be the end.
All right.
So I essentially already knew at that point, and then that was me giving them 10 months notice.
Okay.
And then
How'd they feel about it when you told
all
them?
of us?
Because didn't
Mo, I'm pretty sure Mo cried, like for real.
sure he loves.
But that was more of a brother thing than a money thing.
I love Mo.
He didn't know what he was gonna do with all those P bases, man. He was like,
He's only got the rainbow.
he's like, I can only play the E standard one.
Brad was kind of on the same page as me. He's been at it forever. He's like,
That's what I was getting at.
cool.
Because didn't he went back to school or something?
Yeah, he was like, yeah, cool. And Brad was over.
He's
just
so
like
cool, man.
The songs and so that was another piece of the puzzle too. Was like we got to this point where when I started the whole kind of thought process was like whatever's hot on the radio, we're gonna be the first band that does it.
Yeah.
Woof.
And
Didn't that suck?
It's awful.
like
Did you enjoy that, or is that
Neon
something you hate that
Trees
you're good
for-
at?
What was the first Neon Tree song?
Oh, dude.
Started with a
I'm with
whisper.
Yeah. That was a good song, though. I thought.
It was a great song.
It was, but
The first time you heard it.
we were playing that like at least a month before it hit the radio.
Oh, really?
Like, I heard it somewhere and I was like, dude, this is gonna crush.
Yeah.
Learned it. We were on it.
Well, that's a good call.
By the time it blew up, we already hated it.
Yeah.
And then, but that was the whole thing. And then, just as
But then it makes you think about original artists that play their songs over and over. It becomes almost like a cover.
Yeah.
Especially when they get new musicians behind them to come in, like the real big ones. Like those dudes are playing songs they didn't write.
Yeah.
And so they gotta hate them eventually too.
For sure.
Especially what was it? Leonard Skinner, where like all those like the brother, and then
Ooh, guess what? I got the same last name,
Yeah.
bro.
There's only one dude left. That's technically.
So imagine all the
It's
other
that
guys.
lead guitar player with the
Johnny
long
Van
hair,
Zandt,
but he's
Gary
bald.
Rossington.
Yeah.
Imagine all the other guys.
Plays that
they're,
gold
they're
guitar.
in a cover band. They're in a cover band.
They had a country band called Van Zandt for a couple of years. They had like 3 good songs.
Yeah, Johnny and Donnie did.
You're
Johnny and Don. I feel like you just made that up.
So Ronnie Van Zandt.
Oh, Ronnie too.
Johnny, Donnie, Ronnie. JDR coming in hot.
Ronnie.
That's
was
what they
the
said
singer
in the
of
plane.
Standard.
Coming in hot.
Oh,
Too soon,
about
man.
that.
Too
Too
soon.
soon. It was like
Not cool.
78.
It was 77.
Oh, fuck me. I got so close.
It was August 20th, 1977. That's my fucking Kobe
Let's
right
go.
there. So you
Oh,
watch
shut up, Wes. You cared about 5
Street
years
Survivors
ago. Eat
Tour.
a dick.
that day.
Let's not bring up Kobe anymore, okay? The lights in my eyes, I see him in it.
dude, you got to find a dark place in your brain, partition it off, and put all that stuff in there.
Yeah, give yourself an ulcer. That's what Jake's telling you to do.
I'm telling you, I felt like crying for 2 days. I don't know why.
Guess what?
Couldn't help it.
Life only gets worse,
I'm sure because you know what? That's another thing is like
dude.
I haven't had a big loss.
Well,
You know, and it's coming.
if Kobe makes you cry,
Yeah.
then you're in for a big one.
Exactly. And I know that. I do know that. But it's
Well,
like
then you should also consider yourself lucky.
sure.
Or you know what? It's good to cry over everyone. How about that? You know, that's another way to look at it. Like it's okay if you're emotional. Like
Jake,
when I
I'll
watch
cry.
movies
I'll
on-
cry
on a
over a
plane,
good. I'll cry over a good commercial.
Oh,
I
Hallmark
will not cry
commercials?
over a commercial.
Look out, I'm
but
crying.
If a, good movie, if a movie hits me the right way, I'll cry a little bit, you know. But I didn't used to be like that. But now I am. But I don't want to be like that.
But it's okay to be like that, though.
See, now you are.
Why isn't it?
So it opened up some kind of door that you can't close. It's basically
I've
think
shut
it's-
it out now.
you're fighting again to just
Yeah.
shut that door.
Because I'm telling you, and I know you went through it, you have to save it up for the people you really, really
Why do you have to
really
save it? I mean, you have
You
plenty,
don't have that much.
Plenty
man.
of emotion to
You
go
will
out.
go insane.
Yeah.
Like you will. Your brain
Nobody
will-
cares that
Yeah.
much. Nobody.
If like what Kobe's wife is going through right now, I'm telling you, and another celebrity dies in her life,
It's not
she's
two-
not going
she got
to
two.
shed one tear over it.
Nope. Never
Spent
again.
them all on her husband
Yep.
and her daughter.
Yep.
And
Well,
you know,
it's like what they say about like UFC fights. It's like I was hearing somebody talk. It was Usman talking about it. He's like, every time you fight somebody, it takes something out of you,
yeah.
and it changes in the next fight, and so on. You only have so many fights
Until you
It
don't wanna fight
changes you.
anymore.
Changes you every time.
I agree, man.
Oh, Mike Nemo called.
You want to call him back?
You can get him ready. Yeah, sure.
I don't. I'm not a crier.
Yeah.
You know, if my grandparents. I mean, I cried with my dad's mom. I cried at her funeral, but my dad's dad, my mom's dad, I didn't. It kind of like, not that they were expected, but I don't know. It was almost like I just accepted it.
You have to save
So-
that up for the
Yeah.
people you really care about because you don't have much of it, man. It runs out, and then you're just a blank slate
Dude,
walking around
yeah,
with
but
no
my-
emotion.
Last June, there was a benefit for Scott Ledman at Port Tobacco. The Beans played, and then Sam played after us. It was a week after the 1-year anniversary of my dad. It was that same week Brandy lost her dad. The
Brandy
GM
who?
From Port.
Oh yeah.
And like a month later was 1 year of Sam's dad.
Jesus.
Yeah. And so like the 1 year of my dad came around, and like I definitely felt it all day, but just kind of like didn't really deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
But then that day, just all of those things combined, and I got absolutely destroyed at Port and left Port and drove home and I was in my driveway looking at my garage door, wasted, and backed out and drove to Leonardtown to my dad's grave and absolutely lost my mind at his grave, like threw an absolute fit, screaming
Yep.
at his headstone.
an aggression towards life, towards what life does to you over time.
I'm surprised
after 53 weeks.
Yeah,
finally, just wanting to why.
Because life will break your heart because it's going to. It's coming.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
And
life is
all,
sweet,
it was all that, just
but
trying to,
it's
like,
gonna break it.
Just trying to hold it.
Yeah.
Just trying to
Trying to
deal
hold
with
together.
it, and then at some point, man, you just gotta let it rip.
Let it rip.
That's what I'm saying when I say when you do that, you don't have any energy for people you don't know.
Yeah.
Kobe.
I
feel bad for
that's
it.
where I agree
I
with
got
you.
nothing in the bank.
but there's
for
plenty
him.
of people that like have lost and then put their energy towards like causes that, that they have energy for that.
That's different, I think. I'm with you. I have a newfound respect for people that are going through problems. Like,
Sure.
I feel really bad for his family and all the other families on that plane. But the loss of Kobe, it doesn't do much to me.
No, I know. I wasn't.
I fully agreed. Like,
But I mean, I wasn't talking like I wasn't connecting those two. Like obviously it's much different. Like I'm a sap like Interstellar. The man went down to the planet,
movie.
lost 40
Never seen
years
it.
of his kid's life. Anyone that's seen it, you know what I'm talking
When
about.
he's trying to talk to his daughter
Yes,
through the wall,
and he keeps-
that scene is the whole movie
and
for me.
well, no. It's when he sees the videotapes of years of them sending him calls and they never answer. That
hard
scene
to
breaks my heart.
reconcile in
And
your brain.
I don't
Yeah.
care like what happens in my life. I think if I watch that, I will cry every time.
That's the purpose of that scene.
Yes.
Make you feel emotional.
because
There's
it
only
takes
a couple movie scenes that get me.
Sure.
Like that.
Good Will
I feel-
Hunting. Oh,
so
Interstellar.
I just said it. Inception.
Inception?
Inception doesn't do it for me.
When he sees
Never
his
seen
kids
it.
finally, when the kids finally turn around,
There's something that
He's been
in that
waiting
movie,
for-
It never clicked for me. That movie.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe I'm stupid. I don't
I
know.
think you need to watch it again.
it's the most random times for me with pop culture, and we talked about like the Under Oath song or whatever. The first Iron Man, as cheesy as that sounds, when Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. has that press conference and he's kind of like just kind of out of it and he's eating a fucking cheeseburger and whatever. And the first line he says at that press conference before he tells everybody he's Iron Man, he goes, "I never got to tell my dad goodbye. I had to walk out of the movie. I left." And it was fucking Iron Man.
It's
whatever
Why?
you're feeling at that.
Yeah, you never know.
But why? Why does that happen?
I don't know.
Like what is inside of you that makes? I mean, it's obviously brain. It's obviously memories. It's obviously little things that connect all at once. What is that feeling? Like what is that thing that comes out of you?
I'm kind of jealous of Wes, where it took him 53 years to have that temper tantrum.
Weeks.
50. Oh yeah, I said
he
years.
Said, that
years? Not even 53 years old.
Jesus Christ, you heart of stone, motherfucker!
So, what you,
I'm a beautiful sumbitch.
But no, what I'm saying, like,
being 95.
like
Yeah.
when when my dad passed away, my parents split when they were 2, and like my dad was a good dad, but not the greatest. Like, in all intents and purposes, my stepdad is my dad. The coaches and this, that, and the other. We can go down that rabbit hole. But when my dad passed away, he left me a voicemail like a week before he had the massive coronary or whatever. And I listened to that voicemail until my phone erased it.
You should.
And I couldn't. It was
should've
on
brought
a
it
flip
over here.
phone. No, it was, dude. We were living in Hollywood.
I know.
In that linoleum
Much different
floor, much different times. And the fact Wes was like, 53 weeks later, I spent every day, and not a lot of people know this, I went to his gravesite every day for a month. Every single day.
I do want to bring up the fact that I don't want to bring it even more down, but
No, you're fine, bud.
but Bane is going through the same thing right now, to where his dad is sick,
yeah.
and it hurts me because it's a friend obviously going through something.
Yeah.
And I do want to mention him because he does a lot. He's been my friend for a long time, and I've given him a hard time.
Bane's put up with a lot of shit from
He's put up
all
with
of
a lot of
us.
shit, but he's
Yeah.
always been there, and he's helping us right now, and he's been helping us, and he's going through the same thing where like it's just some bullshit that life throws at you. And you know what? I'm here for him whenever he needs to talk. So I do want you to know that this is that we are here for you. And
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, we all like to fuck with Bane, but at the same time,
I love him.
Bane knows
He
who
knows
his
we do.
friends are. You know who your real friends are, and
I literally hang out with nobody else. It's easy.
and with what your dad's going through, it's tough because your dad's hard as nails.
he's a tough.
He's
and
a tough
smart
motherfucker.
He's a smart.
Oh, and he
tough
knows
dude.
it.
And I've never met him.
Really?
Nope.
That's crazy. You should
I'm
go
kind
by.
of scared.
No.
No.
No, he's got a point there because I was scared to meet Bob Bain the first time I met him, and then I saw through Bob Bain. Where I know he's got this tough outer shell, and he knows that he's smarter than everybody, and he knows he can do everything better than you. He knows it. But on the inside, he's a fucking teddy bear, dude.
You let him know you're not as smart as him right away, so that helps.
Oh, yeah. I conceded
like immediately, like
to the Bob.
So you still do it, actually.
I know. You got to stroke that ego, and then they open up.
He has
though.
a weird relationship with you. He loves you.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
And we've only met like 3 times. That's because I bow in his presence.
We're like, what's Brent doing?
I'm going to bring some Coronas over on Sunday. We'll watch the Super Bowl.
Coronas.
You want to watch the Super Bowl with your dad?
Yeah, Benny's lines.
No, shit, the coronavirus.
But hold on, Brent, Corona.
Bane, you want me to bring the whole setup over there? Get your dad
Dude,
on the
if we
podcast.
could have oh my God. That would be
a Banecast.
Banecast.
Let's machine.
Well, hey, not to get too personal, but what's going on? Do you want to tell us?
You don't have to, Bane.
go to
This will be
details.
edited if you wanted to, dude. It's fine.
Let's just say he's really sick, and it's not fair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's why I wanted to bring it up because I didn't want Bane to know that as we were talking about this things going on in all of our lives, that I did want to acknowledge what's going on in his because he is here. He doesn't have a mic because we went for Brent. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You know,
no. I did want you to know that we are thinking of Mr. Bane, and that I do hope something could happen.
I'd be really interested to hear what he thinks, and then to answer that question. If you could go back now, you did your life, you made the money, you did whatever you're doing. Now you're sick.
That would be a great question for Bob. Holy shit!
This machine shop.
Yes,
he's been working on it for years.
Yes,
and we've gotten to a point where we're almost done.
I'm sorry.
And now he's like,
it's
what
done.
The fuck did I just do?
Right.
All this.
So we're answering the question from a perspective of what can we do to get there?
Yeah.
And he could look back and give a real perspective.
I honestly think Bob would open up a little bit.
I don't need to bring everything over there, but I would totally bring a few things over there and talk to him if you want. Because honestly, like I said with my dad last week, it was very nice to have it for what it was, hanging out with Randy like on a podcast. But I mean, I want everyone to enjoy
Julius
that.
Squeezer.
That's why if your mother wants to come on,
hell yeah,
and if your dad wants to come on, I think you would really enjoy the conversation.
If my dad comes on, it's gonna be different. It'll be the grief that he's gone through will come through in whatever he says.
And I have never met another person.
But it's going to be a sad show.
I hate to cut you off, Mike, but
it was Jake.
And Jake, I'm sorry, but from an outsider perspective, I have never met another person on this planet with so much love for one single person on this planet than your dad had for your mother. Your dad worshipped the ground your mother walked on more than anybody I've ever seen, respected, and that was one of the questions I wanted. We've gotten into before, and we'll do it later, where you question your faith.
That fucking noise you make, dude.
It's me thinking. And I don't want to get into it now, but I have never, your dad and your mom were the ultimate power couple, and me and us playing baseball as children and being so, immature, but it was so visible then.
It was real.
Yeah.
And it was such
true
a shock.
love existed in your
What happened
parents.
to my family was such a shock.
Yeah.
We had these people have it. They're perfect, right?
Yeah.
Enough money, everything's perfect. It got ruined.
Yeah.
Ruined.
It was bullshit.
And we're going through it now. Mm-hmm. And that's why I bring up these questions, because I understand what's important in life, and what I'm doing is not.
Right.
That's why it looks like I'm complaining, but I'm really not.
No, I know you're not complaining.
But that's why I want to have my dad on one day. I want you to answer all these.
I would absolutely
You're
love
going to get
that.
a real answer.
I would love it.
And it's going to come from a place of absolute grief. I've seen it. I went there today. I came here from there, and it's a mess. It's a mess. Nothing's the same. Everything is ruined in his life. And we're trying to figure that out now,
Yeah.
And it's and people are going through that everywhere.
Do you want to add to that?
My comment would be, what a great thing to get a group of people together where they're not focused on their phone, and they came here for one purpose, to talk.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing what can get accomplished in that conversation and how deep you can get.
Yeah.
And we don't do it. As a
unexpectedly.
society, we don't do it. We came here for one reason, to focus on each other
And talk.
And it's a great thing. And I feel like that's what they used to do back in the day. They'd go in some lodge,
Hang
somewhere
around
and
a
figure
fire.
out, you know, that's, they wrote the Declaration of Independence. They got all pissed off. And when you're focusing on your phone or football or whatever, you just don't get the chance to really get deep in your own thoughts with your real friends. And I like what we're doing here. I think it's important.
the only distraction in this room is those white ass headphones you're wearing.
That's what I was getting at earlier, was with like what you have dealt with and what you have dealt with, and I haven't quite dealt with it yet, but I wanted it to help. I know you always want to start a podcast, and we talked about it many a times, and we never really knew where we were going with it or what we wanted to do with it. And then Brent kind of just came into my mind one day, and I was like, yeah, let's do that.
Well, we kicked around a few other people. And no, we did. We had.
I wasn't a number one. You assholes.
It's like, it's good to get to talk, and maybe it gets deep sometimes. Maybe it's a laugh fest for an hour with Brent cussing the whole time.
But I mean, it's weird because it's I don't want to throw the T word around there, but it's therapeutic. This is great.
Exactly. I don't know what he's doing with at home.
Turn the car around.
It's just guys being dudes.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what you guys are doing with at home and whatnot, but it's nice to have you guys come close.
We came here with the purpose to talk, and Wes is here too, and he came here with the purpose.
Dude,
to
it's
talk.
been great.
And honestly, I've been on other podcasts, and I came here expecting, like, knowing we were going to hit Kobe.
Yeah.
Right.
Obviously, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, not
did we talk about
very little?
Yeah, fuck them.
Because I mean, dude, everyone talks about it. It's everywhere. We want to talk about something that's real to us.
Yeah. Obviously, you guys were going to ask me about the beans. Mm-hmm. That was a huge part of my life.
Yeah.
Like pretty much the main reason most people know me.
Yeah.
I get it. But this got deep. This got real.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm all about it. Like, if
Same.
everything that I write, every good song that I write comes from a real place. So I'm all about it. I think I'm glad you guys had me on. I appreciate it.
No, I mean, it's great.
We're
It's
happy to have
cool.
you.
Yeah, and you're right.
You should have looked jacked over there right now, Wes. I'm looking at you and I'm like, man, this guy works out. What's going on?
Yeah. Well, I have daughters.
Well, we do want to thank Wes for coming and hanging out with us. And since we were talking,
Brent mentioned me as a drummer earlier. November 15th.
Plug,
February.
baby.
February 15th, I will be on the drums for No Go Romeo.
I told you.
Let's go.
I called it. Where are we doing this?
Ports of Beckham Arena.
PTM.
Let's go.
Let's see.
Let's end it on a happy note. Yes.
Oh man, there's gonna be so much blow floating around that place. I
It's
love
also
PTM.
my birthday weekend.
So
When
this
is your birthday?
February 17th.
Let's get rowdy.
And Michael Jordan.
Oh shit! I share a birthday with Rosie O'Donnell. Womp womp.
This has been the third episode of Zero Idea, and we shared it with Wes, and it got deep for a minute, so I'm going to end it with a deep song that he wrote for his father.
Rip.
And I'm happy, man.
Yeah, this is a good time.
I'm glad we got that all out. And
you know, we got deep or whatever, but if everybody at this table is dealing with something different. Jake lost his mom. I lost my dad. Wes has lost his father. Bane's going through his shit. Mike has some shit going on. Just, you know, take a step back.
Talk.
Take a big sip of some Kentucky Straight.
You ain't gotta have a podcast, but just talk to somebody.
Yeah, man.
Talk to some friends. That's what we're doing. So have a good night or good morning or good work day, whatever you're doing.
Good night, everybody.
But I know you're right here by my side. Sometimes I hear that call, the one that told me all your pain was gone. And as I held your face, I cried, but I knew you were not alone. 'Cause your mom and dad were waiting with open arms. They welcomed you back home. Maybe I can't know you're right here by my side. Maybe I can't see you, but I can hear your voice telling me it's alright. Maybe I can hug you, I can feel your love flow through me like a river wild. Maybe I can't see you, but I know you're right here by my side. Baby, I can't see you, but I know you're in my heart, you're in my soul, you're in my mind. You're right here by